Avast ahoy and g'day once again to ye mateys! I be Josh the Pirate and this be Corsair's Cove and another episode of our occasional series Mutant Chronicles, DM'd by the special DM Tony Karlstrom. He's special because he doesn't come along that often, not in any other way. I mean, he's just a lovely guy. What are we going to say about him? In fact, we should probably talk about him first. Tony, who the heck are you?
Well, I'm a Swedish dungeon master and game master that occasionally GMs for Josh and occasional games with Josh. And usually every year I tend to have an arrangement with a convention here in Sweden called Lincoln. That's in May this year, and I will be setting up the continuation of today's scenario, which maybe we will be playing here on Corsair's Cove in June, July.
Hell yeah.
Something like that.
Are you saying that I get to affect the outcome of someone else's game?
Unfortunately, not. Unless, of course, you're not participating in June or July. That game. Okay.
Tickets for Sweden are quite expensive, I think.
Someone fund me.
Show up at Lincoln, like, oh no! It's like, Tony, you're going to have to run this game in English, I'm afraid.
Hello, Tony, I managed to learn a language.
I had a group of Germans 2 years ago. That was awesome.
Splendid. Well, that's Tony. Thank you very much for joining us, Tony. It's excellent.
I thought the cop was still alive.
I don't know.
He's ice.
Pretty
I
sure.
can talk to him.
He was alive when he went into the trunk.
I still think we should. I think we should hit that guy with the hairdryer. Just personally, see what happens. But
I was all for putting him on the vent, but we had to drive away really fast.
True. No, Henrietta's still drunk, so she'll do whatever the hell you want. I still think you should have let her drive the car. Personally.
Oh.
Nothing bad would have happened.
I mean, yeah, because the two who were fighting over the steering wheel are both drunk.
You can get a DUI because the cop's in the trunk.
Well,
Yeah,
it's fine.
fine.
As long as neither of you is a drunk crasher, we're all good.
Yeah. Well, Zach, who the heck are you, mate?
Hi, I don't advocate for drunk driving. I'm Zach, or Renegade Chicken. I'm around here more often than not nowadays, and I sometimes do D&D stuff, I sometimes do other games, and I do a bit of homebrew here and there, which I will hopefully get back to soon, right as soon as my brain allows me.
Hells yeah. Ardanna, playing the wonderful Emily Spurs. Who the heck
Hi.
are you?
Hello, I'm Ardanna or Joe or you there if my regular players have any say in it. I am the GM and channel runner over at the Lorite and also the very lucky second bard in the Minstrel Mischief YouTube series with Teres. Today I'm playing Emily Spurs, who is very uncomfortable inside a car because her favorite terrain is trench warfare, apparently.
Trench warfare, cop car, what's the difference?
Old favourite, you know?
Does she really like trench warfare? Like, does she like, oh gosh, I love being in trenches. They're the
It's
best.
a fave.
Oh,
Like,
no.
she's just used to it. Like,
She's good at it. She doesn't like it.
Right.
When I read her stats, I was like, oh, that sounds like the ghost in the trenches, except female.
just
Sounds
love
like me at
having
university.
muddy feet.
So
Yeah.
University, good at it, don't like it.
her tactics would be wait for nightfall, sneak out over to the enemies, slit some throats, and come back in time for breakfast.
Cool. So
Do you lose your
inside a
shoe
car.
anywhere in that?
Oh,
Is
What
that
shoes?
like a one-off?
stilettos.
No, she lost a shoe last.
No,
you?
I lost a shoe.
Pardon? Oh, you lost the shoe.
I lost a shoe.
Yeah.
I
You
did put it
stumbled
back
across
on,
it drunk.
but it's not
Emily,
laced
yeah.
up properly.
You're not
I'm
gonna trip.
sober.
Don't worry about it.
I just fell over a fence.
For now.
Speaking of the lovely Karen, Karen, tell me who the heck you are.
Hello, I am Karen, otherwise known as the mother of bunnies. If I keep touching my left eye, it's because it's the one that sometimes just decides to water for no reason. So that's fun. I'm a performer and writer. You can follow me at various social medias on the right. Mother of Bunnies on Twitter, Miss Lolamore on Instagram. She's my sassy burlesque alter ego. Or you can listen to me on the There Be Dragons podcast, or come find me here quite regularly as of late. Tuesday night we've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. I am finally in Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3, which has been a time. There's a dead clown. And Thursday nights I'm in the Humblewood crew right here on Corsair's Cove. And I'm Mariko tonight, who's really just kind of rolling with things because it feels like this is where she's supposed to be right now.
Yeah. And I be Josh the Pirate. I be the channel runner here over at Corsair's Cove and one half of the channel. I normally am the DM, but this evening I have ceded that spot gratefully to Tony so I can sit here, play music and paint, and occasionally make drunken interjections as Sean Porter, who is, he was just minding his own business. Like, it felt like everybody else last week had an agenda. Sean was just like, I just want to sit on my grate with my hooch and drink myself to death, ideally quickly. But then shit started falling from the sky, large icicles, guys on rooftops, particularly one who may have tortured me at some point, so I'm like, well, I'm going to shoot that guy in the face. I am going to totem pole it up with somebody else, sneaking our head around the corner, and then there was a cop car, and some icicles, icy policemen. Just shit got real fast, real bad. And, I suppose we should probably have a little bit of a recap. I did give you a quick format there. That was the recap from Sean's perspective. And Sean is now driving the police car away with his newfound crew, very, very fast. First, I was minding my own business.
I loved how you say, like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and paint and occasionally my brother in Christ, you are driving.
I have a very specific direction in mind. 2, in fact. But they come in a specific
ahead?
order.
And then
Maybe.
left.
I make no promises. Cool. Alrighty. Karen, could you tell us quickly about Gaza?
I can, and I will keep it quick because it is depressing as fuck. It's really bad over there right now. So there are 2 links in chat. The first one is for the Save the Children Emergency Gaza Appeal. This is specifically aimed at supporting the children of Gaza, which is important because something like 50% of the population is under 18. That's a terrifying statistic. Don't think about it too hard. And if you're not able to donate, which we understand, cost of living, it sucks. The second link is for the Oxfam Gaza Crisis Petition. This is petitioning specifically the Australian government to work just a little bit harder on getting a ceasefire and some more humanitarian aid over there for the people who need it. So if you can, please go and put your virtual signature down.
Thank you kindly. Alrighty. Well, Tony, I think that's about it. Everything we need to talk about. We are affiliated with Wooten Forge, purveyor of WA and possibly even the world's finest handcrafted wooden tabletop accessories, like this gorgeous handcrafted Jarrah Dice Keeper. If you like that sort of thing, check it out at woodenforge.com/Corsairs Cove, and we get a cheeky little kickback, you bloody champions, because I don't shill, but we do have bills. We're also affiliated with Troll Lord Games. They are the purveyors of some excellent TTRPG goodness in the online space. They are a very supportive bunch, and you can check out their website, trolllord.com, for all of their marvelous stuff. They sell modules and rules-agnostic systems. They also have their own system, Castles and Crusades, which, if it sounds like a knockoff of D&D, you're wrong. It's not. But
totally different. Very different.
No, it's not very, very different. It is based on the same premise, but it has a different system called the Siege engine it uses, which I think is a clever pun. And yeah, you should check that shit out. They have many, many wonderful downloadables there. Check that out. trolllord.com. Cool. Alrighty. Well, that's that. Tony, take it away.
If I may interject for a little Wooten Forge thing.
Oh, yes.
My players have now started looking very concerned when I bring out my dice.
Oh no, she's bringing out the box of click-clacks.
Oh no.
So if you want to put fear in your players, try Wooten Forge thing.
And apparently, from what I've heard, they smell divine.
Oh my
They
god,
do.
They do.
They very
Like
much do.
I've had mine for years now, and Oh,
the-
it still smells good. It's
The
just
oil
so
that still
good.
smells very good, yeah.
I'm probably huffing glue. I'm sorry.
It's not,
No,
it's
something
oil,
about the,
not glue.
Oil.
Alright,
That makes
Tony,
it better.
take it away.
Yes.
Please.
Tonight's episode. Battle of the Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. A quick recap. We introduced each player last week, and we started with Ian McGuire, who is on the hunt for a woman called Emily Spurs, which we also met eventually. And we met Henrietta Feuerhelm, who's been partying. She's on shore leave in the city of Heimburg. And we have Mariko. She's just arrived at Heimburg looking for a particular person that she believes she has found, and then she found the other person, and she's now a little bit confused, I think, on what to do.
Yeah.
And eventually, we also met a, shall we say, a ragged person called Sean Porter,
Thank you.
he's had some bad luck in his life,
Yeah.
and he's taking it as good as he can, I think. He had some special abilities. Did you read the page 4 thing?
Oh my yes.
Oh yeah, good. I have a feeling that will be come in handy today. He has some things have happened to his physical being.
Yeah.
That's what
How
we're going to call
concerned
it.
should the rest of us be about his stability while we're all crammed in this cop car together, running for our lives?
Not at all.
Not at
I'm
all.
not worried.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're all
About
fine.
that, let's sort where everybody in the 4-seated car, sedan, police vehicle. So we have Sean Porter, who is the drunkest of them all, because he's behind the wheel.
Sounds like an honorific.
On his right, we have, I think, Ian McGuire handling a heavy machine gun and kind of laughing about it. And in the back seat, we have 3 ladies, if I've got that correct. So, who's on the left, who's on the middle, and who's on the right?
So I am directly behind Sean. I'm like half stood up. I'm leaning over his shoulder. My head is like, my mouth is next to his ear, and I am backseat driving so fucking hard right now. Go that way. No, ship's over. What the fuck you do? Go that way. I will grab the wheel at some point.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure I know the point.
So who's sitting next to you in the middle?
I'm gonna say I'm crammed in the middle, just because I think the image of me, and I'm like quite a well put together person, and I'm crammed in between these 2 guys, and I'm clutching this weird backpack that may or may not be full of swords.
And sitting bolt upright because one of them is down your spine.
God, the posture though.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
fact
yeah,
that you're
okay.
sitting up so straight is the
Very
only reason
regal,
I haven't
very
elbowed you
regal.
in the face.
And one of my boots
that
isn't on
leaves,
properly
Emily
because I lost
Spurs
it
on the
over
right.
fence.
So no one's riding in the trunk together with the policicle.
It's
No.
a bit full.
Yeah.
It's a little chilly back there.
It's a policicle in a sedan trunk. How do you think
yeah,
anyone would
he
fit?
doesn't kind of fit
No.
inside the trunk. So the trunk is open. That's the only way you can sort of cram him in there. And
Bungee
I'm going to
straps.
guess that his feet are sticking out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone
And
hold on to the cop. We're
I
gonna get his
remember
feet
that
up
the
and he's just gonna-
ladies kind of forced him into this
Yeah.
because the man just jumped in the front immediately. So I'm going to make it up to the 3 ladies. How did you kind of place him in that trunk?
A weight distribution towards the front so he doesn't immediately go yeeting out the back.
And I'm just imagining it's one of those older style sedans where the boot lids are like so fucking heavy they'll break your fingers if they drop on them. So the weight of the lid is kind of also helping keep him in the trunk.
Or it will just clip his legs.
Look, if he gets bruised ankles, at least he's alive.
No, they're frozen. They'll be snapped off.
It's fine.
He'll
Don't
be
worry about it.
fine. He'll get a police pension.
Exactly. What was your question, Ardanna?
So, seeing that this is a police car, I'm guessing the back seat is not foldable.
Nope.
Okay.
Siren.
Otherwise,
There's an iron rail here, tend for handcuffs, so people can't escape easily. There are no door handles on the inside. Fortunately for you, there are no windows.
Yeah,
so you
they got
can
blown
just
out,
reach
didn't they?
outside and open it. Yeah, they got blown out.
otherwise I
great.
would have Emily would have suggested that we just fold it and just shove him in to the back seat, but that's not happening.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Hey, Josh. Hey, Josh. Right.
Amazing.
Right.
Welcome, Raiders. Thank you very much for the raid, you bloody champions. Apologies, I was applying purple
We're
paint to a
definitely
lizard.
not discussing how you would fit a frozen cup in the trunk.
Sideways, by the way.
It also depends on how tall he is, because it's not currently foldable. So
How tall is he? Because if he's just a solid, 5'5", I reckon we can fit him in the boot.
If we put it like diagonally, and then like,
I mean,
It's
you
all
might
about the
slip
pose.
a toe, but...
If he was standing bolt upright, probably not. But if he was in an action pose,
he was turned to his friend and gone,
No,
Stuck like that forever.
And cycle. I've never had that pleasure myself, but I did have a car where we had to strap the what's it called? Not the lid. Come on, brain.
Roof?
No, the thing you close the trunk with.
hands.
Boot or
Yeah, I'd say
Lid.
like door or lid, one of those.
Yeah. So the lid on my first car didn't lock shut, so we had to use straps to hold it in, which meant that the only way to open the trunk of my car was to fold over the seats in the back.
I love that you unnecessarily stressed that it was your first car. Like, we assumed that. You just described
Oh, no,
the first
it was-
car.
No, it was my partner's third car.
All right.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been in a cop car. I don't think so.
What? You've never been arrested, Karen? What's wrong with you?
No, she's a good girl.
I'm a good girl. It's just that I did used to work with the police doing puppet stuff, and there may have been
Oh,
cop
I've been
cars
in a cop
involved.
car, but not arrested.
I don't believe you. I don't know why.
We've been... No, I got picked up from the airport by the police, but they were giving me a lift, genuinely not arresting me.
My neighbors is the police station. So.
It's like,
Hey,
could you put
Sweepy.
me in the back? I just want to try it out.
Hello. Okay, before we derail too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Let's continue a little bit. So, between the two of you, Henrietta and Sean, which direction are you going to head?
I'm heading for
There's
the
a
pawn
street-
shop.
Okay. So this is a street. The car is now sort of turned toward the front of the car is turned toward the train station, and you need to do a 180 to get to start to get to this pawn shop where you hocked all your gear.
Okay. Then I will do a 180 turn.
I grab the wheel and where the fuck are we going?
To get my stuff.
Shiv's
I'm-
no way.
I know, it'll be quick.
So,
It'll be quick.
Henrietta,
Okay.
Jess, would you please make a intelligence education check for me? And Josh, I need you to do one, sort of to orientate yourselves in this huge mega city.
I have expertise and focus 1 on both. That's not the right dice.
In education.
Yes.
2 d20s,
Okay.
a 7
Intelligence,
and a
education.
4.
I'm gonna buy a D20
7 and a
straight off the bat. You know what? No. I'm
Mark it
gonna.
down.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Success.
Small rule interpretation. Normally between sessions, Chronicle points and Dark Symmetry points reset.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you remember correctly, I have 45 Dark Symmetry points. Some of you used quite a lot of Chronicle points, and I think Zach only has
No,
one
I'm
right
out.
now.
I have
You're
3.
out. So
had
normally
one.
this would reset, so you would have 2 fresh Chronicle points. Now, as a collective, the
Reset.
5 of you, I want you I either reset or just continue the session. I'm going to let the group decide this.
Well, I am particularly when it comes to games, I am something of a I have made my bed and now I will lie in it type player. So I'm happy to just keep it going.
I'm up for resetting, but because that would mildly benefit me. But I do have some Chronicle points left. My main thing I would love to reset is because Tony has a fuck ton of Dark Symmetry points.
Like, I've got 3 Chronicle points, but I'm shit scared of 40 Dark Symmetry points.
I subscribe that we should let a dice decide, and we should roll a dice
Yes.
to decide whether
Yes.
we should.
roll it in
reset.
chat.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
roll
Sweet
the
Pea,
dice.
can we have a D2 in chat? Highs, we will stay with what we've got. Lows, we will reset. Exclamation mark, roll space 2. And I should say properly, thank you very much, Raiders, for the raid, you bloody champions. Owen and the Lost Archives, you're excellent individuals, you. How was your game? I hope you had a lovely time. Sorry, I was distracted.
Oh,
with
we
purple
have a
paint.
high. I'm sorry there.
Roll
actually,
2,
no,
have a
that-
high.
It rolled
no,
a-
DD2.
It rolled a
No
DD.
D, Sweet Pea. Just
Just
exclamation mark, roll,
Roll
space,
space
2.
2. Woo! Woo! We will have a shout out for the Lost Archives there.
Oh, so yeah, you can just do it's just roll and then 2.
Sweet
You
Pea,
just
you did
give it
wrong
the
again.
number of sides.
Oh, no, there's a
1D2,
delay on
just
stream.
There you
go to- Yeah, that's it.
There we
And
go.
you gotta roll, so you gotta reset.
We get a reset.
Okay, so
Hell
wait,
yeah.
no, good.
how many points are we meant to have then?
2.
2.
So,
So,
I think
that does
everyone,
kneecap me,
if
but it
I
also
remember
takes
correctly.
40 Dark Symmetry points away.
I love having points again.
I love Tony not having 40 fuck you, go to hell points.
He's got 2, I think, because I just
I'm
rolled a
pretty
dice.
sure. I'm pretty
I'm
sure
pretty
I'm
sure
gonna
he'll
kill
get
that
them back.
pretty quickly anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not going to hell immediately.
I'm gonna give a little spoiler. I'm gonna need 30 points to do something really fun.
Noted.
Excellent.
Uh,
I will
29
be spending them with
buns.
impunity.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna reach it.
Fun
Because,
for you.
Josh, how did you succeed on your?
I got
education?
1 success.
And Jess, how did you?
2 successes.
Okay, Jess, you know that in order to get into the spaceport landing area where your ship Meteor is situated, landed, you know 2 things. One, the refit has begun. Okay, that's
Yeah.
one thing. And the other, multiple entrances to this area because it's so fucking huge. You can't just have one main entrance.
Yeah.
There is the regular transit for normal people over at the transit hub area where you have the airport, you have the spaceport, you have the train station, and the bus station. That's one area where normal people comes and go. And there's the cargo areas, because there's several of them, because they go all around this huge area in and out. So you have a pretty good Josh and Sean. They kind of, I need to go this way, and you know that there is an entrance to this spaceport, not very far away from here, which you could probably use.
Cool.
Okay.
And you would need to sort of break through one of these entrance points because there is a concrete wall. This car might be able to force its way through. It's not
Let's
an
find out.
actual tank, but it's a very sturdy vehicle.
There's only one way to find out. It's either that or
Well,
you just,
there's We do have like a
100
heavy
kilometers an hour
machine
straight to a
gun.
brick wall.
How much damage
you have a
does
very heavy machine gun.
would the heavy machine gun do to a concrete wall?
Bullets ricochet directly off the concrete and back at us. We party wipe.
Almost never
So
happens.
just how well defended is this place?
Right now?
Yeah,
The spaceport. Well, there are guards at every entrances, and they usually work in a depending on the size of the gate area, anything from 5 to maybe 50, depending on the amount of traffic that particular gate would see in a day. The one that Jess is thinking of, and this is kind of a spoiler, but Jess, the one you're thinking of, this is for personnel, people like yourself that comes and goes from ships into this particular area, just blow off steam, to have a drink, get laid, do drugs, do whatever they need to do to just, oh man, I'm on ground again. Yeah. So this is a smaller one. So maybe 5 to 10 guards, maybe.
So say that if anyone were to go in and cause a distraction.
Or I'll just yell out the window and they'll figure out it's me.
Well, yeah,
I don't know, there's a big thing
we could just
approaching
pull up
the
to the
planet right
gate
now.
saying, if Henrietta's coming back, can we just go in? Like,
So I introduce you all as my bitches.
yeah.
So,
Why not?
one small detail. Speaking of distractions, you
Yeah,
know
The
the
fortress
massive
that fell from
fortress
the
that
sky?
dropped from atmosphere.
They might be a little distracted already.
Didn't
to
that
be
land
honest.
in the port?
Yeah, it kind of dominates the skyline right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might not need a distraction. I have a feeling they might be preoccupied with the massive space fort full of
if we can
heretics that
bring
just
up
dropped from the
that purple
stratosphere.
haze picture, Josh, for the audience.
The which one? Sorry.
The purple haze.
Purple haze.
Oh, yeah. For those of you all who weren't
yeah.
here last week, that was how
For
session
those
ended. A
that
castle
has
dropped
a
from
little bit of
space.
recollection, there was a cathedral there that was pretty much the same height as this black citadel now occupying the skyline. That cathedral, you know, the tower and everything, it's just gone.
Great.
Given we have a giant machine gun on the roof of the car, could we not, like, I know that there's a chance they'll ricochet, but I reckon if you pumped enough at it, you'd soften it up a bit. And like, I've got a plasma pistol, I can lean out the window and, you know.
I think we have.
I think we should
rounds?
find out.
I think we have options, but first, I believe we're taking a trip to the pawn shop
Yeah.
to get Sean's stuff back.
What how this is a
Sean,
fucking priority.
Are we doing?
You have
Let's
made
go
a
breaking out.
clear mental picture in your head with the one success, and I'm not going to deduct your drunkenness for this.
Thank you.
You know where you need to go. You know how to get there. You're going to use bicycle paths, pedestrian paths,
Oh yeah.
back alleys. You're going to ram down fences, anything you need to get there as fast as possible.
Yep.
Would that be a correct assumption? I mean, okay. You have a piloting skill.
I do.
Let's see, Sean Porter, there we are.
That's
and
why
it's
born at the wheel.
Coordination pilot, yes. And I would like you to make some drastic maneuvering.
Ooh.
I'm basically guessing that even though there's snow and ice on the road, you're basically two-wheeling it through the corners,
Uh-huh.
right?
So a piloting check. Presumably not space, just pilot.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
And
gonna
use one at the wheel, of course.
I'm gonna buy one more dice just because, you know, don't want
Use
to
one of
fuck
your
this
tiny
up.
points.
Gotta give
I'm
him
really
back his
glad I
dogs, don't you?
did. Really glad I did. There you go. All right, 2 successes and a 14. It was 1 success that was the number I needed. It was an 11, and then a 14 and a 19. But one of my abilities is Ace, which means I can re-roll a dice for this check. So I did, and re-rolled the 19 for a 5. So 2 successes.
And you also decrease the difficulty rating for any piloting test using
By 1,
ground-based vehicles by 1 to minimum of 1.
Yeah.
So your intoxication is sort of nullified.
It's kind of helping.
While behind,
One of us.
and the rest of you, Sean is not taking it easy on you. He's basically urban rallying this car.
John is having a great time.
Yeah, because
yeah,
he's
same.
driving a cop car, realizing that the cops are busy doing other shit, and you are going to get away with it one way or another.
Henrietta goes for the siren.
Yeah,
She leans over
I
you
would
and
like
just
to see
smacks
how many of you are about to throw up.
Not it.
So everybody needs to do an individual physique resistance to not throw up or become carsick.
What's it called? Sorry.
Physique
Physique resistance is like the second lowest section.
Oh, that's the number I need.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to. Because I'm pretty high in that, but I'm still going to buy a die.
Yeah, same.
If I have expertise and focus, how many dice do I roll?
You just roll the.
So it's still just 2.
Yes.
Focus means that you crit on a 1 or a 2,
right.
depending on what the number that's written in focus, I think.
Yes.
2 success, 1 failure, because I also brought.
Yeah,
Hello.
well, because I'm seeing the screen, I'm going to start with Karen and Mariko.
2 successes.
That's what you needed. So you basically are swallowing as fast as you can. You know.
I'm
Do not
thinking calming thoughts.
Yes. Ian.
2 successes just. I got 2 9s and I had to roll a 9.
You have a slight advantage to the passengers in the back. You're seeing where Josh is taking this car, or Sean, sorry. And you know, he's insane.
I think,
That's- However, that means you have a bonus success because you're in the front seat. So do you want to pull that?
Yeah, absolutely, I'll pull that.
Okay.
I think
Sean, that pool dice is also resetted. So
Yep.
you now have one success in the pool.
Yep.
I think I think Ian's probably been in similar situations before. I think
He's a hardened combat veteran.
I think there's probably been a lot of get in the vehicle and get the hell out situations when fights have started to go bad. And as much as he's probably feeling a little queasy, I think it's not so much a I'm not sick as just he's very good at just pushing it down.
Absolutely. So Henrietta Feuerhelm, yes.
2 successes
How did-
out of 3 dice. So I
Out of 3
brought
dice.
a.
I noted down that you.
Okay. So I want you to have your points.
So you basically you're drunk.
Nuh-uh.
And you're drunk. You're in the back seat, and Josh is driving like a maniac. So you needed 3 success.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
I'm still leaning over his shoulder.
While reaching for the siren,
Great.
you can either put a pizza in the lap of Ian or
Yep.
Sean.
Sure.
Wise.
Ooh,
cast
I go for the
prestidigitation.
fancy man with the fancy.
I am so sorry that I didn't get to go before Henrietta.
What did you do?
So Henrietta, you're throwing up. Pick
Go
a
on.
person.
I'm already leaning
Go on.
over for the siren. Sorry,
Yeah,
brother.
so Sean doesn't particularly smell any worse.
If you had to pick somebody, I'm glad it was me.
Yeah, basically. So that's Henrietta. Emily Spurs, Ardanna, how did you do?
Okay, so my target number was 11, and I focus 1.
Yep.
This is relevant because I rolled a 1, a 3, and a 10.
Nice.
So that's 4 successes for you.
Yep.
And you needed 2 because you're sober.
Yep.
Yep. So we have two more points.
Oh, we can bank those.
I'm going to allow a reaction if you want to blow both of those extra successes to stop Henrietta from throwing up in Sean's lap. Maybe, just reach, pull her back, with the added possibility that she will, rocket vomit everywhere.
Angle me out the window.
I mean, there is no window, so that's great.
Yeah, so my idea was seeing that Henrietta is about to make a mess out of everything. Emily just reaches behind Mariko, grabs Henrietta, and then shoves her, and almost body slams her head out the non-existent window.
Absolutely. So Sean is still smelling bad, but not worse.
Thank you.
And the car's just got a new flaming puke sign sprayed on the side, thanks to Henrietta.
Woohoo!
For some reason, Sean, no one's telling you where to drive anymore.
But I still do pull my head back in, and then I go for the siren.
The number of voices in my head has not decreased.
Excellent.
This journey takes a few, maybe 10-15 minutes to get to your pawn shop. And when you slam the brakes and the car skids, I mean, you slam the brakes expecting it to be, dry tarmac or something like that, but nope, it's ice and snow, which is kind of fun.
Tony, I hate to disappoint you, but brakes are not involved. We're ram raiding. This is a quick in out. Hey, buddy, you want to go shopping? And on the way there, I would have said to Ian, "You mind checking the glove box, see if there's any ammo in there for an S&W .45? I'm running a little low."
I think, if he's us, I think Ian will check the glove box.
Okay. Sean could use a chronicle point to make a story declaration that there is ammo in the glove.
Yeah, let's
Absolutely.
do that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I need you to roll a d6. Do it in the channel. You need to roll a 1, or 2, or a 6. For each
Me or
hit,
Josh?
you get 1 reload. That's 6 rounds.
Hell yeah.
In a good case, you could hit. You can find 12 bullet. If you roll a 6, something funny will happen.
Cool. Who's rolling? Me or Zach?
You can roll it. Roll it in channel. Someone in the channel can roll for it. So
Ooh,
Terrace,
that's way more
plus,
interesting. Yeah.
D6, please.
Terrace, can I get a D6, please? Exclamation mark roll space 6. Brakes are in no way to slow down. This is a family of 4.
We got a 4.
A 4.
That means, yeah. Even though you had a story declaration, you didn't find any reloads for your gun. However, there's another gun there.
Oh.
There's a handgun there.
Sweet.
It's a smaller gun, but it's police issue at least. So hopefully it's useful.
Cool.
Yeah, I think if that is the case and he finds it there, I think we'll just sort of grunt and pull it out of the glove box. I think we'll just sort of try to find if there's a pocket or a center console sort of in the middle of the car. We'll just sort of drop it down into there for Sean and just sort of
Thanks.
that'll do.
Yes, Ian. Since you're sitting kind of close to Sean, I'm going to allow you, and this is voluntarily, make a awareness insight check. This is for you and you alone.
Absolutely.
The difficulty is very high.
Cool.
Buy 3 dice.
I'm going to. I'm going to buy 3 and roll all 5.
He's a madman. A madman.
There's always one.
It's normally me.
So that's very mixed. Okay, so that's 3 successes and 1 crit fail.
Well, reroll some.
Okay,
You can reroll them.
You failed your test,
We've
and
got
I'm going to take two
We have-
2 points for that critical failure because I need points.
we do have some momentum.
That is true.
I will
How much
allow
do we
you
have
to
at the
use
moment?
those.
We have
to
1, right?
reroll. For the audience, normally that is not a thing in Chronicles, but since this is a one shot, I will allow them to use from the dice pool, success pool, to do rerolls on their d20s.
Oh, I apologize.
Sure.
I was misremembering.
It's a
And-
one shot.
Yeah.
Zach,
standard
thanks
rules
very
would-
much for the gifted sub as well, buddy.
You're welcome. No, it's okay. If it's not normally something we can do, we can just leave it for now.
Yeah.
Okay. It will add to the intrigue of this particular scenario.
Let's not do it
I'm
then.
pretty
Love
sure Josh totally missed something kind of important that we talked about last session. So, Sean, you're nearing this pawn shop that you know where your... I presume it's the assault rifle and your armor that you're
Yes.
here to pick up? Yeah. So, are you going to do a drive-by thing? What are you,
My intention was to put a good portion of the vehicle through the door. Probably, I don't know. I suppose would Sean know whether or not this will just fuck the vehicle up? Is how hardened is this pawn shop?
The pawn shop is fairly hardened. It has
Okay.
barred windows and stuff like that. But it's an old brick building. So it's not pure concrete. So you could probably put it through the door.
I just don't like
and
it.
the car is, you know that these police cars are very sturdy built. They are meant to ram other cars off road.
Right.
Oh, I do actually. One question: whether or not I'd know this ahead of time or not, even if it says we're getting close, from the signage on the front of it or anything like that, can I tell if this pawn shop or its owner or anything seems to have any affiliation with one of the factions?
Yeah, it's a as this is a Bauhaus capital city. This is
okay.
this is a Bauhaus subsidiary.
Then I have no issue. Go for it.
Sean would probably
It's not-
say,
it's not
all
my
right.
faction.
In which case, yeah, we do brake. I do apply the brakes very late. And look at Ian and say, if you wouldn't mind using a little skeleton key there. He gestures at the heavy machine gun.
I think that Ian will just sort of, for a moment, we'll just walk over at like sort of vaulting the edge of the sort of gunner's seat to hop out of the car. Before I do anything else, I'm going to just try the door and see if it's open.
Boo, boring.
It's in the middle of the night.
That
so
was why I
they
was
don't-
assuming.
Yeah. Okay. That being the case, then I think Ian's gonna take a brief look around.
Okay, when you take a brief look around,
Yes.
you can do an awareness observation check.
Sure. I was not expecting that. I'll take it. You know what? I'll buy 1 dice. Observation. That is no successes.
Yeah, so
dude.
it's surprisingly
Oh.
calm. It's no sunshine, sorry. But it's kind of quiet.
I think.
It's a nice evening otherwise.
I think in that case, given the situation we are in, I do think actually Ian will call back to the car briefly towards Sean and just, what is it you're looking for?
I got my gun and my armor is in there. I lent it to them.
I think Ian will roll his eyes a little bit, but I think hearing that we are specifically looking for things that will help us fend off the waves of heretics that are no doubt
I would
coming.
have specified this on the way here.
Yeah, I think duty will overtake anything else in the moment, and I think he'll just, like, take the butt of his gun and put it through the glass of the door and go to just...
But the doors and windows they have reinforced bars.
Bars over them?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Because
if I can just
the material on the inside is kind of valuable, so being robbed is something this particular chain of pawn shops they try to prevent that. However, you are equipped with a perfect breaking and entering weapon.
Yes.
You have a plasma.
I do, yeah.
Well, you also have a professional.
You can pretty much melt everything.
I think that was going to be my next protocol. I assumed it was glass, but if it's not, then I think he'll sort of look towards it, step back towards the car, sort of turning the larger gun that he has slung across his chest, and melt the handle off. And once it is, just sort of use his foot to sort of kick the door open the rest of the way, and we'll go in looking for just what Sean has specified to me.
Sean is getting out of the driver's seat.
I'm going in.
Sean's like, yeah, by the way, this place has got loads of guns and shit. I don't know if anybody wants... Anyway, I'm going... He grabs the gun in the middle of... in the center console and goes in after Ian.
While all of this is happening, Emily is basically leaning against the car, one foot over the other, arms crossed, and just... Or they could have just asked the thief.
We didn't know you were a thief. You didn't tell anyone.
Well,
Ian
some of you don't know she's a thief.
Marika has strong suspicions.
Ian is pretending he doesn't recognize her.
Emily is very happy she currently has leverage against Ian.
Sean and Henrietta don't have a fucking clue.
Yeah, about much.
So this is not a small store. This is not, the middle of the road corner store. This is a huge store with tons of gear inside. So which one of you are going to enter?
I'm going in.
Yeah.
Say.
Actually, you know what? If I see Sean walking in, I actually think that Ian will just stop and just wait by the door to sort of watch for anyone who might come to sort of interrupt instead. Also, not wanting to be caught on any security cameras that might be inside.
Okay.
I would like to take this opportunity, and we can do it after we've done the stuff in the shop if you like, to check out what's happening with that whole Sky business. How's that proceeding?
Okay,
I'm simply closing my eyes.
Karen, someone is using their gray matter. So I need you to make a awareness observation check.
That is one success.
Okay, that pink mist, it's really getting close to you guys. It's coming.
I'm gonna yell into the shop. Whatever you're doing, do it faster.
So,
all right.
if I'm correct me if I'm wrong right now. We have Sean, we have Henrietta, and we have Emily Spurs on the inside.
Yep.
And we have Ian and Marco on the outside.
Yep.
Okay. So, I sent you a picture. The second one I sent you, Josh.
Ah.
The one with the kind of a monster on it.
From today?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There's no monsters in here. It's
fine.
No such
Don't worry
thing.
If
about
there's a monster in here, I am it. Or whatever.
No such thing.
Fair.
So, from the ceiling, you can see all the electrical cables, all the soft plumbing are sort of coalescing into a being. And out of that stuff, you can see it's forming a sort of a humanoid. And you can see the cables and the plumbing supplies and stuff. It's still reaching towards the walls, but it has arms. It has a rough humanoid form, and some of the cablings are being torn loose. And I am going to let chat roll a d3 to determine who is the first person to be closest to this thing.
Catalyst, would you mind an exclamation mark roll space 3 in chat, please? Oh dear.
Who's what number?
So we'll go from Sean, Ian, and Henrietta.
Cool.
Oh,
not
Sean,
Ian.
Henrietta, Emily. I
Emily.
guess.
A 2. That would be Henrietta.
Oh yeah, Emily. Sorry.
No,
Henry,
Sean,
no.
Ian,
Oh, apologies. Emily.
Henrietta. No. Sean,
Henrietta.
I
Ian,
didn't. I
Henrietta.
did not. I didn't go
Emily.
inside. I waited outside the front door.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. So my bad.
Emily.
Yeah. So Sean, Henrietta, and Emily. Yeah. Okay.
Emily.
And we got a 2,
Did
so
we do
that's
it?
Henrietta.
Yeah.
Henrietta, one of these cables are trying to snake around you, like on the picture. You see, it's kind of grappled there, and you can do a dodge action using
Yes, please.
acrobatics. So you use agility acrobatics to try and dodge this cable that's snaking towards you.
Cool. I'm gonna buy a dice. Oh, good thing I did. 14.
Oh,
10. That's 3 failures.
wow.
3 failures. So right now you are
Ouch.
kind of grappled, lifted up,
Chillin'.
just like in the picture. And for Emily and Sean, 2 cables, one on you each, are just flying to you, trying to punch you. And I'm going to ask Ian and Marco. Marco, will you please do a 2d20 attack on Sean, and Ian, you can do a 2d20 on Emily. And we'll see who hits. We'll start with Marco.
Wait. Sorry, I'm confused.
Roll 2 d20s.
Just roll 2d20 for me.
Okay. I'm just like, wait, I'm outside. What are we doing? I got a 10 and a 4.
So its target number is 10. So Sean,
Ow.
you are hit. And Ian,
Yep. So I need to roll as well.
yeah, 2d20.
Okay. 2 19s.
Nice.
Yeah, it misses Emily. Sean, you
Ow.
can roll your own damage.
Uh-huh.
It's 1 plus 3d6.
Ouch.
Oof.
Yeah, this can hurt. He punches hard.
1 plus 3d6 is...
Yeah, so you want to roll 4, 5s, 3, 4s, and 5s. It would do 1 damage.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 1, a 3, and a 5.
Yeah, perfectly. So you take 2 damage in one somewhere on your body,
Okay.
and you can roll d20 to determine where it hits you.
That is a 9.
9. So in your torso.
Also.
And yes, and you absorb 1 damage.
Uh-huh.
You know, yeah, because your coat absorbs 1. That means you have taken one hit in your torso, and when you take the first damage, you get 1 dread. So
Right.
on that pyramid, you everything is now 1 difficulty more difficult for you. And now the party can act.
Cool.
And for the people on the outside, you can hear at least Sean going.
Ow!
And
No, Henrietta is screaming. No, she's full screaming like, put me down, I'm a mechanic, come on bro, I'm your friend. Electric zone, put me down.
so
I think hearing
in
that.
Chronicles, when you're doing combat like this, the party decides in what order you want to go.
I may have a solution for Henrietta's problem.
I have an idea. I think it involves a knife and some stealth hits.
Mine is similar, but the knife is not a knife.
I have a sword. Just saying.
We were outside.
I was gonna say maybe us melee folks let the other people try shooting things before we throw ourselves into the melee.
Then we'll
Covering
wear it, yeah.
fire would be great from the door, Ian.
Unhand me, I am a mechanic.
We'll see how that goes. I reckon the three of you inside should maybe act first, and then us two
Yeah.
outside could go after.
Yeah.
Okay.
And given that Sean is like at the door, sorry, Ian is at the door.
Yep.
He should probably go first. I feel like I should go last because I am outside and I wasn't actively like
Yeah.
looking into the shop.
Yeah.
I was looking the other way.
Dramatization. Now is when Mariko discovers how much closer this pink mist is.
Ah.
Yeah, I basically scream out, "Whatever you're doing in there, do it faster!" And then there's like bangs and
being
crashes, and
jangled.
I'm a mechanic. Unhand me.
Said drunkenly.
Incredible.
Well, I'm happy for Emily to go first and execute her plan to free Henrietta. And if it doesn't work, I will try.
Yeah. So the. Actually, can I roll first before describing, just to see how fucked up it gets?
I'll allow it.
Awesome.
What are you trying to do?
Okay. Well, the idea is basically get up, punch knife into some vulnerable place where Thing holds Henrietta. So it will drop her.
It does have a rough humanoid form, human form.
Yep.
So
she would aim for like the shoulder socket.
Yeah, or
and try
throat,
to
or kidney punch or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I get what you're doing.
Yeah, well, her main aim would be like the upper torso. So.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but if not, she'll just stab anything she can. But so yeah, and I'm gonna buy. Can I buy a dice for that?
Remember, we have
Absolutely.
3 momentum.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, and that means I can. Can I re-roll or just add one? How does that work again?
You
it's
add
just-
1d20.
Okay. Okay, so. Yeah. Let me see. So I have close combat. Focus 2. I rolled a 3.
Damn it.
But I have 2 successes. 3 successes.
3 successes. You needed 2, so you have 1 extra. With
Yep.
that extra, you can probably do some extra damage or negate armor. We'll get to that. You can start
so-
rolling your d6s for your weapon. Oh no! Start with rolling a d20. This is a nemesis. This is a boss. It has body parts. If this
Yep.
has been a trooper or an elite, they would just have hit points, and you hit it. But this is a boss fight, so start with that.
Okay, so I rolled a 16, which is the right leg. So I have the idea I have in my head though is, she sees Emily sees Henrietta getting grabbed and lifted, I guess, but grabbed. She goes in for the attack, and then the Thing tries to grab her, which means she just dodges and just plants the knife into the right leg.
You can use your extra success to add or subtract 2 points on your hit dice to change where you hit the thing.
Okay, so if I can subtract 2, it will mean a torso hit.
Absolutely.
So then
But
upper
then
torso.
that extra success is now used up. So you hit him in the torso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
So
can
upper
just,
torso.
so roll damage.
Which
Hell yeah.
for my blade, that is a lot of dice. So 1 + 4 means 5 d6s.
No. You will automatically do 1 damage, and then you roll 4 d6s.
Yes.
And you only want to roll 1s and 2s. I don't think
Yep.
your blade does something special on 6s, if I remember correctly.
Armor piercing 1, hidden 2. I don't know what that means.
Oh, okay, hidden 2. It's very easy to hide on your body and difficult to detect. Armor piercing could be nice. Could be really nice. So if you roll a 6, armor piercing will activate.
Okay, so I rolled a 1, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 6.
Nice.
So the 3 don't do anything.
Yeah.
The 6 will subtract one armor point from his torso, and the 1 and the 2 and the first one will total 4 of damage in the torso. So he takes. Yeah, that was a good hit.
Yep. So she will spin around and then just plant the knife in his back shoulder.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And then try to just make herself as small as possible again behind this thing.
Save me, hurt them.
Yes, basically. She dodges the attack on her, spins around to the back of this thing, and just is this being made out of cables and piping and stuff? You probably hear like that screech of metal on metal.
Yeah, probably a little bit because you know cabling is basically copper or something like that.
Don't like
so
that.
yeah, absolutely, and you can draw your slicer out again. You don't have to leave it there.
Oh no, she just basically punch in, drag out, dodge down.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
In one
just checking
move.
that you didn't leave it inside it. Okay.
Oh no! She does not leave her knife behind.
Yeah, and you can see there's where you punctured it, a black goo. It's very, almost like Heinz ketchup. Nothing, and then just everything.
Heinz ketchup must be very different in Sweden, I think. In Australia, it's red.
Yeah, but I was thinking of the viscosity.
Oh no, I was being silly.
Heinz ketchup is one of those anti-Newtonian fluids.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So this is basically what's pouring out of it. It's
anti a lot of things fluid.
Yep.
Flavor, taste, good manners.
Yeah, and your blade is covered in that goo.
Love it.
Yes. So
Taste
that was
it.
Emily, and it didn't seem particularly bothered by that. So Sean or Henrietta?
I don't mind.
Sean is going to. Hey Tony, you know how page 4 might become relevant.
Yeah.
I think page 4 is about to become relevant, buddy. Sean would like to make some psychic blades.
Yes.
And try to sever the limb that is holding Henrietta.
Yeah. So activating is a part of this action.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you need to do. Okay. But you can use a Chronicle points to use that action to activate.
Right.
However, if you want more than one blade, you need to do a difficulty 2 or 1 in each arm. How difficult do you want to make this for yourself? No, wait, no, it's the momentum you need to extra. Okay, so you need extra successes.
Yeah.
Above your difficulty level to generate an extra blade, if you want to do that.
Okay. So the difficulty would be 1.
You decide one
Right.
or up to 5.
I would like to make 2. 1 in each hand to just yeet.
Yeah. Okay. So then you would go for a difficulty 1, and hopefully get 2 successes, and use that extra success to generate an extra blade.
Right. Okay.
So you do a mental strength willpower.
Good. How is that for me? Oh, not bad. Okay. I will obviously be purchasing another dice. Oh shit. That's okay. So that's 4 successes. That is
so
a 6, a 3, and a 1, and I have focus 1.
So if we read here, each point of momentum from the test may be used to generate an additional blade on a separate arm, thereby allowing the mutant to dual wield weapon, possibly across all 4 arms should they possess that many.
Tony, I don't have it written down on my sheet. I do appear to only have 2 arms.
Yeah, you haven't used
For now, I am a mechanic.
In this game, this is a little bit for the audience. There's something called the genetic. Oh, shit! I just lost it. The genetic.
Lottery?
No. Anyway, the more you mutate, the more powerful a mutant becomes.
Right.
In this particular scenario, and you change body form drastically.
Oh my.
So yeah, eventually you go. I can at the end of this scenario, I will show you a picture of a fully mutated mutant. They're kind of cool.
Sweet.
So you have 1 extra success that you can't really use to anything else, rather than storing it in the pool. But you have 1 blade, and for the audience imagination, think Wolverine. Only with instead of 3 blades, it's a single blade. It's blue energy, psychic energy, and well, you are looking kind of cool right now, and scary.
Yeah. Can I throw them? I kind of thought I could throw them.
Oh, wait a minute! No, wait a minute! The difficulty was 1 higher because you're scared. You got dread.
Yeah.
So that momentum, you needed 3 success for this.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
But I got 4, so I can have a second. I can. So okay. So nothing went to the pool,
you
but
can still have your second blade. Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. So yeah.
Well, that was cool.
Can I throw them or So Sean just.
No, they're attached to your body. So they're part of your arms.
Then Sean is gonna dive at this thing with his psionic blades out, and basically trying to just slash the limb that is holding Henrietta.
Okay, so you need to because it's a full action to manifest these blades.
Right.
You now need to use up a chronicle point to get a full an extra round of actions.
I apologize. I will wait next turn then. That's fine.
Okay, so standing there looking cool is kind of important too.
True.
To a degree, there is an element of, hey, you there, put her down.
Yeah, I'll let you to try. You can do an intimidation if you want to. I'll give you that for free.
Okay.
That would be a personality command or persuade check if you want to do that.
I won't buy any dice, but sure. Oh, there's a success. Just the 1 though.
It doesn't affect it. It does have some resilience.
I'm surprised.
Henrietta, you are
a mechanic.
You're
Among many other things.
I'm being hugged. Very cool. Can I somehow, while still screaming, unhand me, I'm a mechanic, pull out my dad's old wrench, which acts as a cudgel, and try to beat this thing's arm?
Yeah, I'm gonna allow you to use a chronicle point to make a story declaration that it's kind of snaked around your torso without trapping your arms if you want that.
Yes,
but it will cost you.
I will pay that 100%.
Yeah. Also, to break a grappling like this, you could just use physique and try to break the damn thing, or strength, athletics. Just break the lock if you want to, or you can just bash on its on the tentacle.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Well, it's up to you how you want to do that.
Oh no, that's very unlikely.
The 3 things you can do to break a grapple: you can use agility, acrobatics to kind of slither out of it. You can use strength, athletics to break the lock, the grapple lock, or you can use an attack in your case to kind of force it to release you. However, because you're grappled, everything you do is more difficult. You're also hanging in the air a bit.
I'll just land. Easy. So apparently the qualities of the wrench, it has stun 1. What does that mean?
So if you success with when you roll the damage and you roll a 6, it could interrupt the creature and make it lose every action it has for the next turn.
I'm gonna, definitely go for the. I'm gonna buy a dice for the roll.
Do not forget we have the momentum as well, and we're up to 3, so we've got plenty.
Could I still buy a dice?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying, you if you don't get very many, you could still use those instead.
So using your dad's old wrench, that would be an agility close combat.
Cool, so it's a 9. And reliability 5, what does that mean?
It means that the dark symmetry has it's very difficult for him to influence your weapon or corrupt it. So a high number, Karen,
it's a hunk of metal.
in reliability is really good.
I think Karen might have a high
That feels
number.
massively relevant.
I think Karen is going to take a look at some of our gear.
A crochet hook. It is a crochet hook.
Very
Hang on, wait a
high
sec.
reliability crochet hook.
Hey!
Alright. Yep, okay.
Oh, you rolled
that's
2d20.
a bit funny.
Oh, 3d20.
I'm buying a
because you're-
dice.
Yeah.
Alright. Needs to be
So
under 9.
3d20.
That's an 18.
Right. And
That's a 3.
It's a
yes.
success.
You want to use momentum?
And a 1. Do you have
Ooh.
focus?
Oh, she doesn't.
No.
Gotcha. Still a success though.
You
Just
use
one.
Yeah,
use a
because
momentum.
everything is.
I will use a momentum. So that'll make it 3
how many is in the
successes.
pool right now?
3.
3.
I would use more than 1.
Okay.
Remember, I said this is kind of difficult for you because you're swaying in the air, you're being grappled. It's not an easy thing to hit him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took kind of difficult as these 3 successes.
Use 2.
But if I use 2, that'll be 4 successes total.
Oh,
No,
I think
you
3.
need to
Then that
re-roll
one
your
doesn't
d20.
count for 2. It's only if you have focus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I rolled a 3. I rolled 3 dice. I rolled an 18, a 3, and a 1.
Oh, so
2.
yeah, okay. So the one that failed, that's the one you want to re-roll. So just use 1.
Oh
and
yeah,
re-roll.
there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
re-rolling. Okay. I thought they were.
Oh,
for some
I
reason,
thought
I
you
thought they
couldn't.
were automatic successes.
That's what I'm allowing for the one shot.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
You
think
can re-roll
the
one.
automatic success is if you spend a chronicle point, you can add a
Yes.
1 roll, I think,
Yeah, you add 1 dice that's already been rolled to a 1.
as a net
All
one.
right.
Yeah.
So what does our pool there do?
Yeah, so the pool is something you can use to re-roll d20s. That is not standard rules, but I'm using it in this one shot, and I did it the same during the convention games because they're one shots and we're not building characters there. We're doing action.
Yeah.
You can you can use momentum, which the extra successes in the game are called momentum. So you can use momentum to decrease the opponent's armor. You can increase your damage if you want to. Those are
Okay.
on the surface. You would think that those are the same, but as you do not know how much armor someone has, it can differ quite a bit.
True.
But I would recommend that you use 1 from the pool to re-roll the failed d20.
All right. I'll use 1 to re-roll this
I'm going to
one.
hint,
5.
you did not hit him with 2 successes.
Yeah.
Got a 5 on the re-roll.
So,
3.
so that's 3 successes. Yeah, so now you hit him. Now you're going to roll damage, and that's 4d6.
4d6. Okay. 1, 5, 6, 1.
So the ones are the that are going to do some damage. The 6 will cause a stun effect. Hopefully, it calls a stun 1 effect. And I'm gonna do a roll in a bit. However, and now I need you to roll a d20, and you need to hit an arm to hit if you want to hit the tentacle that's holding you.
Ooh. 18.
18, so
leg.
that's a leg.
You'd
How
need
do I
to.
do that?
Luck.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could. Well, for some reason he's waving you around in the air. You're kind of flying about a little bit.
kneecap this guy.
Yeah. At some point, you know, you were just near his leg and you swapped him. So, from the pool, as a group, the group decides if they want to allow you to use more momentum from the pool to help you to do more damage or reduce armor. So
I'd say
as a
it's up to the others.
collective need to decide that.
That's a good question.
It's up to the others, but I've already used one. I don't want to use more on yours.
I mean, I really don't mind. I'm happy to just burn through resources like there's no tomorrow. It's up to you guys.
Save it
like,
for
I'm up-
someone
I'm up
to
for
do
it, but
something
I-
really cool.
Yeah. Well, let's do that then. Let's save it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Save it.
In case someone can do
So
something
you
really
do.
fucking cool.
Okay.
I mean,
kneecap
well,
this guy.
here's the thing, Tony. What do you recommend?
I would say burn your pool.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
Baby burn.
If I remember correctly now, Josh, you still have 2 points in the pool, right?
Correct.
Okay. I
Burn
would
them?
use 1 momentum to lower armor and 1 momentum to add damage.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
I'm up for it.
jam my cudgel, like this wrench in underneath this guy's kneecap, and I just
Yeah, do that. That's good. Because that
yeah.
hurts him a lot more.
Okay. The
Like
dice
a
is
lot
gone.
more. Yes. For now. So that's the 3 people on the inside.
Yep.
He doesn't release you, Henrietta. You're still grappled because you failed to hit an arm. But he does. You stop wailing around and flying around in the air for a little bit because now he's stunned. So
Nice.
Ian and Marco, you need to move. You need to move from one area to another, and as part of a full round, you get to change your location by 1 step. They're using well, it's ranges in this game is kind of weird. Just you're gonna have to trust me. If you want to use your movement part of your round, you can just step inside.
Yeah. Will that take our action to do that?
No, it's part.
Oh, just part of the round. Awesome. Yeah, I'll 100%. I'll charge inside at this thing.
And as you get inside, you can do an intelligence education check.
Ian, they've
Sure.
really upgraded the security in this place since the last time I was here.
Okay. I didn't buy anything, but I did manage 2 successes.
Nice.
2 successes. You needed 1, so you can pull 1 or get more information.
Awesome.
If you want to.
I'm
You
gonna
might
pull
wanna get more
one.
information.
Oh, yeah. No, you are right. I should.
Get
I
the
should.
info.
I
Get
shouldn't
the
try.
info.
I shouldn't burn everything for damage. Let's get some more information.
Yeah. At this point, information is probably a good thing. You know that this is a castigator. Okay. Yeah. You haven't fought one of these, but you have been educated as a part of your professional life.
I don't love how much you know about these things, dude.
Yep. You know about these, and
Speak
you
for
know
yourself.
that if you want to kill this thing to make it absolutely go dead, you need to kill it in such a way that it just runs out of hit points. It doesn't have a vital part really.
Gotcha. Yeah.
you-
There's no weak spot. There's no off switch. It's just keep hitting it till it's dead.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And usually they have some sort of armor due to the way they are constructed from cables and plumbing appliances or whatever. They kind of use what they have in a particular room. The black goo that they sort of bleed. You don't want to get that in a wound or swallow it. That's bad.
Okay.
Noted. I probably
Too late
wasn't
for
going to try and do that,
I was.
Of course.
I do think that what is it? I do think he'll sort of Ian will call that out. I think what is it?
Read it.
Especially sort of if he sees the sort of black goo, he'll call out just don't take any of it in. And as I charge, can I pull my claymore?
I think you and I are talking about different kinds of porn.
Please don't antagonize the guy with the plasma gun.
Oh, right now he doesn't have a plasma gun. He has a very long sword.
Oh, I do have a plasma gun. It's just, trust me, I'm much, much better with my sword. So, if I can, I'd like to...
Well, plasma gun is less syllables than long fuck off sword.
Yeah, well, he has a plasma claymore,
Less
which is
impressive.
basically a German Zweihänder.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I do have a question, because I did do a little bit of reading on the system before I came tonight. Does this thing qualify as a heretic or a member of the Dark
Yes.
Legion?
This is Dark Legion. Absolutely.
So even though Ian's not aware of it, if I hit this thing, my pious thing will probably trigger.
Almost certainly.
And you know what? If nobody objects, I'm gonna buy 3 dice.
I mean, I do, but...
I'm rolling big.
You do you.
Okay.
So just
Oh.
for record keeping, I'm already up to 32 Dark Symmetry points.
That is fine. I want you to do the cool thing. I also wanted to be
Thank
known
you.
as well, before I actually look at all the things that I rolled, that I am going to burn a Chronicle point to add a 1 to this.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm going
Hell
big. So that is going to be a 1 is 2 successes, because I do have focus in this. Then I have 1, 2, 3. So that's a total of 4. So 6 total successes.
Woof.
Okay.
Kill it dead.
I am he draws, and I think rather than going for a big unwieldy slash, has drawn this thing, is pointing, and given that he's running into the room, is going straight for a stab through the middle of the chest.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah,
I gotta
you
roll
hit
a lot
it.
of dice.
Absolutely.
How many successes did I need?
You needed 2.
Cool. So I think Pious adds 8 damage then.
Woo.
I think
Hold on. Let's see. How many successes did you get?
6 total.
6. You needed 2. So you have 4 momentum. Okay. Let's remember that you have 4 momentum.
Yep. 4 momentum.
That's personal to you for the moment. Okay.
Yep.
So, right now I need you to roll normal damage, which is 7d6s.
Yep. God bless claymores.
Literally.
Yes. Okay. I am going to choose to re-roll 3 of these using No Mercy, because I have 3 close combat traits.
Slay.
Way better. Okay, so that is so 3 1s, a 2, and 2 6s, and then a 5.
2 6s. The 6s will add 4 extra damage.
Yep.
2 times 2, basically.
Yep.
So a total of damage for this particular hit is 6, 8, 11.
11, yep.
Yeah, in a body part. So I'm thinking we're going to go into critical here immediately. So roll 1d20.
Yep, will do. Okay, so I didn't get its torso like I was planning. I did roll a 2, so that's its head.
This is a good thing. This is a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yes. It
It
doesn't
worked
have a
out
lot of
so
hit
much better than I was expecting.
Yep. So with your 4 momentum, I would suggest that you use 2 of them to reduce armor.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah. Armor doesn't become negative, but it does become 0 in this
Yep.
case.
No worries.
And the other 2, you do extra damage, and you do 2 extra damage per momentum.
Oh, because that's a pious, right?
No.
Oh, is that
no,
something
the
else? Okay,
6s
never mind.
that you rolled activated pious.
Oh, I think I
Yeah.
may have been looking at the wrong document then, but that's good to know.
So when you roll damage,
Yeah,
and you
I'm
roll
gonna
6,
burn-
that activates your qualities. So
Gotcha, cool.
so those 4 points are already calculated, but you get another 4 points because of the 2 extra momentum you're using.
Awesome,
So
yeah.
in its head, it's taking 15 damage. It had 3. And it's already
Excellent.
taken some damage. So we're bypassing serious wounds quite immediately. And we're going into critical wounds, which it only had 4. So it's immediately killed with that hit.
Nice.
There you go.
So how injured do I get when I'm dropped on my head asking for a friend?
I'm evil, but not that evil.
Can Sean be underneath to catch
so
up?
Henrietta,
Yeah, so you only break your
just been
ankle.
released.
I do
Oh,
a
can I
cool
do
dodge
something
roll.
funny? I really want to do something funny because I think this could be funny. Could I think Emily, seeing that Ian just absolutely destroyed this thing, she would want to just not actively sneak up, but sneak up next to what's her face?
Henrietta?
No, to Josh's character, who has not
Sean.
provided
Sean.
a character name.
Sean,
Sean.
Sean.
it's on the
Sean Porter.
screen.
But I don't watch the stream because it makes me nervous.
Well, I'm
Um,
sorry.
She's gonna just appear next to Sean and say, "That is why we do not upset the guy with the big sword."
And
Did
you
I
kinda
upset the guy with the
notice
big sword?
His arms are glowing with blue energy blades, kind of scythe looking, meaning sharp, and they look awesome and terrifying at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Anybody want a sword?
Actually, I was kind of stupid. There is a cool picture. Hold on, let
Oh.
me see if I can.
Excellent.
Bring
I
that
do
picture.
remember Emily called out, "Don't piss off the guy with the plasma gun," and now she's gonna sidle up next to Sean and say, "And that is why we don't piss off the guy with the plasma gun."
Right.
Yeah.
You all
mean-
hear Mariko from like the door going, "Hey, you all need to hurry the fuck up!
Yeah. Sean looks
It's
for his
getting
stuff.
real out here!"
I'm gonna look for maybe a ranged gun and some ammo, and then book it.
Hold on. We're gonna take a break, but I'm gonna give Sean a picture here so we can.
Well, I will
Right.
put it up on the stream during the break. So we will go for a short little breaklet, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out with us this evening. I hope you're having a lovely time. We'll be back in 5 to 10. So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Vast and ahoy, mateys. We'll be back for some more Mutant Chronicles. Thank you very much for hanging around. I agree completely, Catalyst. Brunch, breakfast is just a scam. That no one needs to eat anything before midday. It's just, as you say, it's a scam by big lunch. that is just there to sell DLCs. Yep. Cool. Alrighty. Well, we are getting back into it. We have just ram raided a. No, we didn't really. We burst the door in on a pawn shop. Trying to get my armor back. That's all we were here for, but they'd seriously upgraded the security systems here. I activated my laser knives, my psychic knives, which you can see in the middle of the screen if you want to see what I look like a bit while I'm doing it, although I think I'm wearing a coat. But otherwise, it's like that, and I also didn't do anything with them because I was just like, hey, put her down! It didn't put her down, and then Ian made it put it down. Ian brought the knife down.
Ian put it down.
Yeah, Ian put it down. And Mariko was like, for fucking seriously, come out here! So, I think Sean is now looking for his shit, the whole reason we came here in the first place, and then we're prepared to bugger off.
Okay, so for the people on the inside, if you want to do a basically an action or two of shopping, do an awareness observation check, and to find a specific item for Josh would be a difficulty 3, and for Henrietta it would also be a difficulty because you two are drunk. And for Ian and Emily, it would be a difficulty 2.
Okay. I have.
So let's start with Josh and Sean, the guy that actually wanted to get here.
Yeah. Can I use a chronicle?
The left, right.
Can I use a chronicle point to say I saw them put it away, so I know exactly where it is?
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's for. Absolutely. You making the store declaration, you know which where it is, and you just dash towards
Let's
it.
go get
That's
it.
basically your action this time.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ian,
Yes.
or rather Zach, what does Ian do?
So just to inform this decision very quickly, when Mariko has been calling out to us, has she indicated anything about this sort of mist
Nope.
coming in,
He
or has it just been
sounded a
hurried
little
up?
bit panicked? Or Karen, how would you describe it?
Like contained panic, just kind of we don't have time for browsing. We need to fucking go. And I'm going to expand on that is that she is now leaning in through the door and like pounding the horn on the car.
Okay, absolutely. So you can all hear that. The car horn is blaring out.
Yeah,
Did we leave the sirens on?
probably.
I don't think.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But as
probably.
the car stops, the siren itself is turned off, but the lights are still sort of working because they had an ice block on them at one point.
Okay. In that case, okay, I really want to do something that I think is smart, but if I don't know the mist is there, I have no reason to do it, so Ian would just leave. I don't think he'd be looking for anything or trying to take
But
anything.
she doesn't mention, Karen, if I interpreted your statement correctly, you don't mention the mist, you just
No,
kind of...
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
need to
that's
go.
that's what I mean. Because
it's-
if I knew about the mist, I would quickly be looking for gas masks for people. However, because I don't know about the mist, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
I mean, you do
So,
know that there
Zach-
is mist.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach,
Oh,
Ian can do an education check again, an intelligence
Oh, sure.
education. It's a difficult roll, so you need to decide how many d20s you want to use. This is not an easy roll.
Education.
Didn't we get the information last time that the ships tend
It
to
was
drop
about the
mist?
castigator.
Okay.
It tried, but failed.
Yeah.
Do a full 5.
Oh, I meant last session when the ship landed. Wasn't there a mention of them using toxic gas to
Yeah,
take
different
over the
colors,
planet?
and they did different
Yeah.
things. And the purple was the worst.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
So we know toxic gas. We don't know what it does.
Right.
You had a picture of the city as it is
Yeah.
looking in the
Yeah.
skyline.
Okay, if we know, or okay, in that case, is it reasonable to assume Ian knows, even if he doesn't know how close it is, he knows that gas is one of the things that happens in these attacks?
Absolutely.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I'll 100% look for gas masks for people.
So that's what you're looking for. Roll as many d20s as you think you are going to need.
Oh, how much
Do a full
momentum do we
5.
have, guys?
None. You burned
full
it.
5 for that one.
You burned it for extra damage.
I did
you killed
indeed.
the castigator. That was
Told
a good
you.
thing.
Oh,
It
I'm
was,
not judging you for it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the 5. I'm gonna try.
Oh,
Okay, so
that's
you-
Tony's 30.
Oh yeah. Okay, I needed an 8. Okay. That's 3 successes.
Yeah, you find a bunch of gas masks, and
Awesome.
these gas masks that you find, you needed two successes because you're sober. If you use the last success, I will allow you to have gas masks that are closed system masks. Do you know what that means?
Yep. As opposed to
They
just
have their
filtering
own
the air
oxygen
that comes
supply,
in,
so
they've got their
you
own
don't-
supply. Yeah.
It's not a filter.
yeah.
It's basically diving gear.
100%. 100%. I'll burn that to get that in that case, and I think Ian will sort of takes a look around, probably has to check a couple of places before leaning over one of the counters and reaching in underneath it, grabbing a fistful of these sort of masks with their own contained things, and as he walks out of the shop, will throw one to Mariko, and then will holding one for himself pass one to everyone else as they come out the door.
Okay.
Cool.
Soteris or the Catalyst, could you please roll me 1d6 each?
Who? Oh.
Oh, Terrace and
Good.
Cat.
Yep.
Yes, both of them, please.
D6 each.
Exclamation mark, roll space, the number 6.
That's a 1.
Good. Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, you, hopefully.
I
Hey,
wonder-
Kato, are you in chat?
I think Kata may have gone AFK potentially.
Okay, Soteris, roll me another one. Let's keep it simple.
Oh, wait. Kato's here.
Oh,
Roll. Yeah, fine.
Oh, okay.
Roll a d6. Go for it.
ooey.
A 1 and a
Ooh,
6.
nice.
Other end of the
So,
spectrum.
you find 7 canisters
Yay.
to these masks.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's like
I think
a good
in that
number.
case-
And they're kind of heavy, so you assume that they are usable. Okay. No, not full, but usable. I mean,
Sorry.
It's a pawn shop.
I think
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
In that case, we'll throw because there are 5 of us, and I've got 8 of the canisters. We'll
7.
7 canisters. Sorry.
Did we
We'll
get
give-
one for the cop?
Yeah. Okay. So each mask has
not
its
breathing.
own canister to start with. But
Ah.
you find 7 extra canisters.
Yeah, he will pocket all of them.
Yeah, mine.
Okay.
I will distribute them if we get into a situation. As a military man, he's not about to give a bunch of civilians extra shit to worry about carrying that he knows is just going to distract them when we need to get moving.
I don't think there's many
So-
civilians here.
The way he's thinking about it,
Sure.
Civilians by his standards.
civilians,
Henrietta,
as far as
yes,
he's aware.
are you going to do any shopping?
Yes. So I would like to look for. So before, I meant to ask this before, but we got very sidetracked. When you said my ship is, what did you say about the ship?
It's being refitted.
Cool. What does that mean exactly for Henrietta?
Okay, so Henrietta knows a few things that's planned for the ship's refit. It's getting up there in age, so it's going to need a new engine, new fuel system, a new navigation sensor system, and new landing thrusters.
All right.
So one of the things that you prepared before leaving, right, was the fuel system. So you know it's partially dismantled and prepared to be replaced.
What you're saying is this ship
And
doesn't
that's not
fly.
small parts. That you need cranes and stuff to move these.
Okay. So the
This
ship
is looking a less
So
and
for a
less
size
good
reference-
escape
Yeah.
vehicle, guys.
So it's not going to be.
Well, it has more than one fuel tank, so it should still be flyable. That's your mental image
Okay.
right now. Yeah. However, for a size comparison, the Meteor, the ship that you're working, is in the physical size of it, is like a U.S. aircraft carrier.
Mm.
Okay, it's not a small piece of machinery. It's huge.
Consider, we have all seen Star Wars. We know how this
Yeah.
works. Little ship wins.
Dum, 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 dum.
TOX, get your ass up. It's fine.
So, in a pawn shop, you wouldn't find parts for your ship. If that's what, yeah.
No. Not parts for the ship. I'm thinking. Nah, fuck it. Gun. I need something long range.
Absolutely.
And
So,
as much ammo for my equalizer handgun as I can.
intoxicated and not quite, seeing things as they are. And you were grappled for a bit there and flying around.
So it's a
just roll,
difficulty 3.
up to you.
Is that what you
it's
said?
it's a D3. Yeah, it's a D3.
Cool. Do I buy 2 dice?
You can
Yeah, go for it.
He's already got his 30, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I do.
Cool, I'm buying 3 dice.
Do it.
1. Ooh, that's a 15. 2. That's a 7. Success. Wait, what am I rolling exactly?
Awareness observation.
I know it's. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a. Yeah, so it's on a 10. So, yep, success. 11!
Unlucky.
6.
Hey.
1.
Oh, nice.
I don't have focus.
But it's still
That's
3
three.
success, what you needed. Yep, it's what you needed.
Yeah,
So
it's
you find a for the simplicity of things, you find the same assault rifle that Josh is picking up because it's a very common rifle, assault rifle. It's capital built, so in
How
your
dare
mind,
you
it's
say that
common
about
and
Sasha?
it-
You've named it
Emily,
already.
Ardanna, are
Yes.
you doing any shooting?
Knowing that her strengths are stealth, knife, and long-range weapon, and she doesn't really want to run around with an assault rifle. Is there
Sniper
like a
rifle?
handgun?
Oh, absolutely.
Or a crossbow?
If you need a handgun, I've got this pea shooter that we pulled out of the police cruiser. I don't need it anymore. Ratchets the charging handle on Sasha.
Nice.
Oh, then I grab that one. I would also like to grab, if possible.
Was I right? Was this a good
Um,
place to go? Thank you.
From outside.
Oh, yeah, right. Sean leaves.
And when you pass the door, a gas mask is thrust into your face, basically.
Thank you. Smart. I like it. Good
Yeah,
thinking.
Chris.
I will also.
Emily is going to grab a couple of extra knives. Hearing Sean yell something about a pea shooter, she shrugs and joins them
You
outside.
still need to do your awareness observation to find the knives.
Can I use thievery instead?
No, because you're searching for stuff. Thievery does not really work for that
It's
in
the
this
stealing
situation.
action.
Fair enough. Awareness observation. Ooh, I have a high target number in that too.
You could buy dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy 2 actually.
Tony, how much do you need for something another interesting?
Oh yeah, I'm way ahead of you. Don't
See, my thoughts are we only have an hour to go.
Well, you see, you say that.
2 5s and an 11, and I needed an 11, so 3 successes.
Love
3
it.
successes. You actually have a momentum there. You want to
Yep.
find you want to find something extra nice?
Let me check.
I will
something.
allow that.
Ardanna, find something
Do you want
extra
to pull
nice.
Yes. I
What
think I want to
makes
play. But I'm looking at what she has, what perks she has and stuff like that.
There'll be knives on the ship. They're butter knives.
So now I suspect there might be other kinds of knife.
So,
Don't worry
just
about it.
for clarification, ranged weapons coordination, does that also include thrown weapons?
No, that would be melee weapons anyway.
Okay. And that, I think. What would she use then?
A knife gun.
No, I was thinking
Mightier
more,
than the sword gun.
Oh. Because I think we are thinking about going into this place, right?
I think that is the intention, yes.
Yes. So, with that momentum, could I find a flashbang grenade?
Pen gun.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Absolutely.
Awesome.
In fact, I'm going to be kind of nice and say you find a case, 6
Oh.
flashbang grenades.
What is this shop?
It's on a spaceport. Come on.
Yeah, alright. Pawn shop. I mean, ex-military
Dude,
hardware pawn shop.
I was gonna say it's military surplus in
Yeah.
a world that has to deal with heretics on a daily basis.
I mean,
They're not
yeah.
that stringent on OH&S.
I'm just like,
also
who's
because it's
hawking
kind of fun.
a case of flashbang grenades?
I mean, who's
Someone who
holding
really
a
don't wanna be
rifle
caught
and their
the
power
store
armor for
owner
some
and operator.
booze?
Someone
Hey,
who
this-
went through
That's
some
probably-
shit.
Yeah. So
You don't know, man. You weren't there.
Emily, as Ardanna, as Emily comes out of the door, Ian shoves a mask in your face, and he basically instructs you to use this. And I guess Ian gives one to Mariko.
Yeah, absolutely. As he first left the door, I think he'll throw one into the car towards Mariko. He'll hand one to everyone else, and as soon as everyone's got one,
At this
he
point,
pulls his own
when
on.
everybody's on the outside, I'm going to need each and one of you to roll a awareness observation. It's a difficulty 1 because it's kind of obvious.
I'm going to choose to fail it.
Absolutely.
True,
You get
the
a chronicle
chronicle
point. And I get 2 dark symmetry points. Thank you.
I'm gonna buy one die.
Another
Okay.
2.
I'm with you, Josh.
You
I'm
won them
looking at
chronicle
my new
points.
Gun. Oh,
and-
that too.
Nice.
Absolutely. Jess, you get a chronicle point, and I get symmetry points.
Rolled
All
a-
to use.
Mind your
Rolled
own
a nat
business. I
one.
needed the money.
but I don't have focus, so 1 success.
1 success is all you needed. Mariko,
1 success.
it's all you needed. And
Yay.
Emily,
I rolled a 1 and a 10, target number 11, so 3 successes.
3 successes. That's 2 more than you needed. And you can't really, for this particular piece of information, you can't really use it for anything than the pool.
Yep.
Yeah, so the mist is maybe 50 meters away from you at this
Right.
point. And you can see wherever this mist is touching, houses are starting to crumble. Like it's acid or something, anyway. You can see roof tiles crumble, they just evaporates in some form. You can see trees, they turn black and die. And you're at the car.
Go
It's
now. We
getting
need
cold,
now.
so-
Go now, go.
All right. I put my foot down.
Did you turn the car off when you went inside?
Probably not. I was intending to be
I was
quick.
just checking. This was quick. This was the fight and everything is less than a minute.
Great.
Yeah.
Mostly because Ian had a big sword.
Enough about
So,
And
Ian.
whoever calls to use it.
Yes.
Josh, I need you to
Uh-huh.
drive like a maniac,
Got it.
and I'm going to use 5 of my dark symmetry points to make a major environmental incident.
Ooh.
Because
Okay.
the purple mist
Yeah.
destroying everything wasn't
So-
quite enough.
Let's
Right.
start with you doing a piloting skill test.
Uh-huh.
I can inform you right now, this is not going to be easy.
Okay. Guys,
You might be driving this car on one wheel for a bit.
love it. Guys, I'm considering buying two dice here.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And
I'd recommend-
using a momentum, probably.
You still have your
Probably,
hit
yeah.
flash.
Yeah.
You do have your hit flask, that's true.
Ooh, I do have my hit flask. Yes. He is one-handed driving very briefly and just necks one of those.
How many gulps?
Pro tip, improve your driving roll by quickly having a nip on the
Yeah,
road.
just one. Just the one.
That's the one.
Pretty sure there's a movie starring Mads Mikkelsen, which is basically about a group of guys who decide to see if they can just, do life on easy mode if they maintain a very low level of inebriation.
Yep.
Wouldn't surprise me. Scandinavian.
So, yeah. How?
Most Aussies?
What do you mean low level of inebriation? Aussies don't do that.
Okay. That's 4 successes. And are we? If
you need it.
sorry, that is
That's
what
what
we
you
needed. Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah.
so you're not going to flip the car.
Hey!
And it was
Jess is
a
kinda
4, a
guiding you
3,
to the
and a
areas.
1,
Nice.
and an 18.
Jess is kind of guiding you to the nearest entrance to the spaceport,
We're still going through that wall,
and you're following
right?
her.
Yeah.
Actually, you well, I'm going to make it. I'm not going to decide if you're going to go through a wall or you're going to go through an actual entrance. That's between you and Josh.
Is there a squishier looking gate we could aim for?
Let's find out.
I like gates more than Can we do gate?
Yes, we can do gate. That way. And I kind of do
That
this.
way, yeah. So, you feel how you're temporarily losing all control of the car, and you realize you're basically your left front wheel is the only thing that's touching the ground for a moment.
Okay, everybody.
Everything else just fell away during a major earthquake.
Everyone lean forward. Inside.
And somehow you manage to steer the car, two-wheeling it for a bit when it lands on the left rear wheel, and you intentionally hit a small staircase to right the car back into four-wheel drive, planning all. Yeah, you basically
I might have done that in real life.
stunt driving this car somehow.
Don't worry, I meant to do
And-
that.
You hear a funny noise from the back of the car.
Oh no.
Oh shit! The policicle.
Oh, the cop fell out.
If we'd left him there, he'd have been dead anyway. Shut up.
I think I broke both his ankles anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, just
so
hit two cops.
you see this gate area, and it's spaced up for some regular traffic. However, you need to make a double S turn thing in order to get through this.
Right.
There are some speed barriers here. They're really bad ones for
Why?
the car. Yeah, because
Probably so people don't do shit like we're about to do.
Yeah,
Probably.
we're the reason they're here.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem.
This is the first time this has been an issue for them.
So
Probably not with Sean either.
Him again.
How does the group wanna try to do this? I've seen Australian sidecar racing.
That makes one of
So
us.
have you never seen a sidecar race?
Sidecar races are amazing. I was just about to suggest that Emily on one side yelling out for Henrietta on the other side in the back and just go, "Want to ride in the window?"
Yeah, basically. So
What the fuck, sidecar racing?
Yeah.
sidecar
Motorcycle,
With a sidecar. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
racing. Yeah. So
Actually, that would be really helpful.
We have a Swedish word for the guy on the sidecar, calling
Lunatic.
it's lunatic.
We usually call them hoons.
Yeah.
True.
So everybody except Josh is basically that particular person right now.
Uh-huh.
You need to shift the weight in the car in such a manner that it stays in this double S curve in order to do this. So how does the group want to do this? What skill are you going to use
I'm not involved,
in
right?
order to not ram this car straight into a barrier?
I think we should run it straight into the barrier.
That
Well,
actually is a bad idea.
considering that physical stuff is not Emily's thing, I mean, she's okay at strength, but not acrobatics.
I'm moderately good at acrobatics. Can I pretzel myself to one side of the car?
Absolutely.
Let's all just
you can do
mash ourselves.
acrobatics, or you can use athletics.
Yeah,
Agility, acrobatics, or strength athletics.
Oh.
Those are the two that, except for Josh, that it's going to need to do another piloting test.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
for this particular- However,
athletics is better for me. So
depending on the people in the car helping him to keep balance on the car, his difficulty level will vary.
So, you
Oh.
know how I've been backseat driving this whole time?
Yes,
I'm
I'm
going to
aware.
use my arms to help.
Oh, yeah, you're reaching for the wheel.
You're literally
I'm gonna
helping me steer.
I'm gonna follow Sean's guide, but if we need to really fucking wrench this wheel around, I'm helping. We're doing it.
So, literally adding muscle to the wheel.
Okay.
and
So the
I'm going
other
to
three.
fling myself to one side of the car to
And
kinda
then
use
when
my
it turns
weight.
the other way, you're going to fling yourself to the other side.
yeah.
Henrietta has to stand up to do that, so it's probably easier for Rico to really throw herself
I've
around in
got
the
some
back seat.
space now. And I'm
Yeah.
and I've got my bag with my swords in it. I'm using that as well.
Okay. So let's have Ian, Marco, and Emily do either athletics, strength, or agility, acrobatics. Your choice. And you tell me how many successes you get.
Just one.
Okay, it's gonna be athletics because she's not the acrobatic type, and she's currently cramped in the back seat of a car.
I mean, you could have stolen the front seat while I was inside.
We are playing the world's most intense game of corners.
Whilst also playing
Actually,
chicken as well.
body slamming each other into the wall.
Oh no. Emily has no idea how to drive a car. It's not even that she can't, do the turny bit or that she
Ah.
doesn't have a driver's license. She has no idea how a car works.
Right.
Motorcycles, on the other hand, you just rev and go until they crash.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
guess.
they can do that. That is sometimes how they work.
One.
Oh, Ian, how many successes?
3. I rolled a 1 and a 3, and I have a point of focus, so 3
Nice.
successes.
Oh, nice. 3.
I don't think
plus
I've rolled a
one,
single
and
one.
Emily had 1, right?
Yeah.
I just got my first
so
one by
5
forcing.
successes. Okay.
Actually, wait, no, I didn't. I forced one earlier.
I'm gonna
so
say
second.
that
I've rolled a
this
few.
difficulty test for you, Josh.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna basically be doing the world championship of drift carring this double S turn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be D3 for you.
A difficulty
total.
3. Cool.
Yeah.
Buying a dice, please.
Go for it.
Absolutely.
What? Can I use the final momentum?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
but it's up to the group, not to me.
That's why I'm
Please
asking.
do.
I will allow it, but the group needs to
I
say.
don't want to get
Go
this
for it.
far into the thing and then like crash into a brick wall and die.
So,
instantly.
if
Fair.
you are desperate for it, you can chronicle point to force a 1.
I just got 3 successes.
3
Nice.
successes is all we needed. So he's
Damn.
basically fishtailing this in a way, Formula Drift style. This in snow, in ice, and everybody is flying around in the car, trying to keep the car on the ground, shifting weights, and you're all helping each other to survive this. And
so
yeah, so
basically
you-
like getting a driver's license in Sweden then.
yeah, pretty much.
I just want to say I really love you guys. I've had a great evening.
Henrietta is pointing in the general direction of Meteor, and you realize it's a couple of kilometers straight forward. Remember
Put
how
your foot
big
down.
is this? And is anyone in the back seat looking backwards?
Not it.
I
Marika.
feel like if anyone was going to, it would be Marika.
Okay,
Who's
so
like Spider-Man on one side of the car. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you realize that you have outrun the mist by quite a bit because of Sean's excellent driving. He seems to be drunk but knows what he's doing somehow.
The drunk helps.
Yes, and now for the fun part.
Hey.
Hey, I need each and everyone to make a mental strength willpower test, and I'm not going to tell you how difficult it is.
Ooh.
I'm buying
We're going to start
one dice.
backwards this time. I need Emily. How well did you do?
I haven't rolled yet, but I'm buying 2 dice because this is not happening. I have a 7. A target number.
Me too.
Willpower, you say?
I should buy 2. Yeah, you're right. I'll buy 2.
Well, we'll start with. I'll go through each and one of you. I'm doing it backwards this time. So,
Okay.
Emily first. How many successes?
2. I don't have any
2
focus,
successes.
but I rolled 2 nat ones.
Oh, nice. So,
oh my god!
you
Have
hear,
focus.
Emily hears this beautiful singing, and and you
Not
hear
in this car.
Oh yes, you do.
Yeah, it's Sean. He's singing Highway to the Danger Zone.
It's the cop in the back. He has melted.
Well, could be Waltz to Matilda, but that would be me. But okay. So Emily, Jess and Sean has decided that they need to go in a particular direction. Off that direction by a little bit. You see this beautiful woman, and Sean, you can switch a picture. Number, let me check. You can check. Number 6.
Happy.
And
Look,
This is
she's
the most
not my
beautiful
type, but
woman.
okay.
this is the most beautiful woman Emily Spurs has ever laid eyes on. What's the most beautiful person in the world that Emily Spurs thinks of right now, Ardanna? That was the homework for you.
I
Describe the
mean,
person. It's a woman. I'm sorry about that, but it's a woman.
You
possibly
have
taller.
failed.
No, I'm trying to describe it without doing a lot of copyright infringements against Larian Studios. Because whoever's seen it, I'm basically thinking about Karlak.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Solid.
I pay that actually. I might be changing my mind.
But very heretical, but
Well, if you imagine her without, the tail and the horns,
Less attractive.
Well, this one has whips
less
and
attractive,
chains,
but
so...
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, we're back on track again.
Yeah.
But no, think Karlek if she was a human.
Right.
Okay, absolutely.
So the mocap actor.
Yeah, so
Yes.
basically,
Oh,
you
yes.
see this beautiful woman singing to you personally. She's about 30 feet tall, 10
Whoa.
meters. Yeah, she's a big woman.
Hey, alright, we
Kidding.
played this video game?
Muscle
dream-
mummy. Yep.
Yep.
Every dream Emily has ever had in a spouse, erotic or otherwise. Okay? The only thing you on Emily's mind right now is to get to her as soon as possible. In any way possible. Okay, Emily. Karen,
Yes.
the most beautiful woman in the world that Mariko is seeing right now is probably some form of Josh.
Yes. I mean,
Josh,
Rob.
if you looked like Keira Knightley in the green dress in
Right.
the tournament.
Oh.
Right?
In,
I'm
in
here
what?
for it.
Nice.
I'm here for it.
In what?
And I bought one dice and rolled 3 successes, and my first one.
Hey.
So that's 4 successes.
Oh, 4 successes. Well, then you don't hear or see anything. My bad. You see the apparition as the picture on the screen right now. That's what you see.
Oh God.
Okay, you yeah, it's the flaming heart. Yeah, that's a monster. So you passed your test. Henrietta, how many successes? Remember, you're drunk.
So,
Might that help in this instance?
I have a willpower roll. Like, I have a, what's the name, of 7.
Mhm.
I rolled in ascending order an 8,
Ooh,
an
rough.
11,
Rough.
a 15, and a 20.
Oh, the complication. I'm going to use that complication in a moment.
She's get off the
Henrietta
wheel.
is down bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be somewhat interesting.
Yeah.
Down horrendous.
Jess, this perfect woman that Henrietta is seeing, describe her for us, please.
Same as Mariko.
Happy, can you pick someone else?
I said it first in chat. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I'll go
okay.
you for it. No, she
Okay.
didn't see
I'll-
anyone. She didn't see anyone. We're fine.
I didn't see anyone, so
Yeah.
nothing happened.
So yeah, I'll get it. So basically, this
You
is.
did say Keira Knightley in chat.
fully
I
did,
missed
yeah.
that.
Is serenading you. You want to be with her more
That's a
than
bit funny,
anything
actually.
in your life.
Lamau. I
Ian,
want to be her or
Zach, how did
Yes.
Ian do?
Yes.
You're sober.
I bought 1 dice and I got 3 successes.
Okay. That's not good. So Ian's perfect woman.
Jess.
Oh.
fucking
Aww.
dub live on stream? Someone
I
clip
can see
it.
that little brown speck on your nose.
Hey,
There's
it
a
works.
yeah. Look, there's a.
We're not
there's-
kink shaming here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nope. I'm hanging up.
not. You kind of also want to be with her as soon as possible in any way or form.
Okay.
Josh.
But not as bad as Henrietta.
So
Henrietta is gonna have a bad day in a moment. Josh,
so
how many?
how many fails? Sean took his hip flask out and fucking necked it. Just sort of caught a glimpse of it out of his eyes, like, no, probably not.
Vaguely attractive woman appears.
Just like, no, don't buy that. She's not here. No, and I want to be clear, I'm actually going to do some heavy-duty character work right now. It's like, no, she's dead. And next. He's like, you're not getting me, not again. But they might, because I got 4 successes.
4 successes is what you needed.
I want to be clear. I had, I think, 3 doses
wait, you're
left.
drunk. You needed 5 successes.
Damn it!
5 successes.
That was my thing.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to pass this.
Yeah,
May I
that's
argue
the
that
point.
being drunk helps in this situation?
If you use a chronicle point, absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I got 1 left.
I'll buy that. Because basically
yeah.
using a chronicle point at this point would be an extra dice that's showing the 1 anyway.
I will tell you why the chronicle point works, though. It's because he sees his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would I have been able to burn a chronicle point for that then? I suppose it's already gone past me, actually. Don't worry.
You could have, but
It's fine.
yeah,
it's gone past. Yeah.
Yeah. So Josh, rather Sean, is basically staying on course. He knows where he needs to be. Generally, direction. Jess did describe where Meteor is supposed to be and what it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Jess,
I'm fine.
let's start to ask Josh and Sean, how fast would you say that the car is speeding along right at this
Not
moment?
as fast as Henrietta can go.
How fast can it go? Because
250
that.
kilometers per hour. Okay,
Probably.
This is
Go at 251.
and you still need to do some zigzagging through cargo and
okay.
other vehicles and people.
As fast
People
as it
are-
is possible to drive it without, like,
I would say
Unduly
around
risking.
100 kilometers an hour right
yeah.
now. That would be somewhere around there. And Jess, in this state that Henrietta is finding herself, decides to basically crawl out the back window and jump off the car.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Is that my
So-
complication? Because
I liked her.
I was
Yeah,
gonna do
that's your
that.
complication.
I was going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask
Duck
if
and
this
roll.
is applicable in this. I was going to ask if this is applicable in this situation. So I have an ability where I can. It's called Quick Draw, which means I'm always prepared to parry.
Yeah.
If someone attacks me.
Carry me straight out
But-
the window.
With that skill in mind, am I able to grab like the back of Henrietta's shirt as she tries to launch herself out of a moving vehicle?
This would be a strength contest.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm buying
So-
3 dice.
Or you could choose to fail and get a chronicle point. I don't know. Tony might not let you.
Do
No,
you make
I will
the?
absolutely let you fail this test.
I'll fail it.
Okay. So Marika just throws herself over Jess. No, you're staying in the car.
I am fighting.
I would say that at this point, Marika is grappling Henrietta.
She's not happy.
I
But
think
we have
If I hadn't
more
rolled
victims.
5 failures on 4 dice,
Yes.
I'd be fine, but I did.
Yeah. We have 2 more victims that failed critically. So, Zach and Emily, you are both. Oh, let's see now. Emily's behind Sean, and Zach is on Sean's right.
Uh-huh.
So, Zach, there comes a slight opportunity to just open the door and step out, because at some point Sean needs to do basically he breaks the speed a little bit, makes a turn, and for a moment you realize the car is going to be basically still, and you can just step outside and walk to or run to this beautiful woman.
She's flicking her red hair around in the purple mist.
Yeah, I mean, okay. It's not as dramatic as what I was going to do, but I do think that if he has the option to do it, without hurting anybody, he will.
Yeah.
Because originally my plan was fully to pull my gun on Sean and tell him to turn the car around.
Oh my god.
Bang.
But I do think,
I prefer
but
this.
I do think that yeah, I do think that it doesn't necessarily make me hate everyone else. So if I just have an opportunity to step out, then I'll take it.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that Sean isn't playing Carmageddon, for those who knows that old game. If you haven't played it, you get points to running people over.
I thought that was Grand Theft Auto.
Look, it's not unique
That's
to
just a
that.
Simpsons game.
Carmageddon is... Carmageddon is a little bit older.
I was
than
gonna say the
Grand Theft
same,
Auto.
but you just dropped satellites on them there.
I just put him in the ball.
Emily,
Take away the ladder.
you need to get out of this moving car. Sean is making turns. He occasionally slows down dramatically to avoid running people over.
Not that
Are you
much.
going to take
Okay.
one of...
I
Will you
kind of
take,
have this scene in my head because we are 3 people stuck in the backseat of a sedan. One of them was to the right of Emily, grabbing the one to the left of Emily.
No, you were in the middle. Jess is
America was in the middle.
You're on the left, Ardanna.
I thought,
Yeah, Mariko was
Yeah,
in the
but
middle.
then Henrietta tries to try and launch herself out the window.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
yeah,
Means
Mariko
that
was in
Emily-
the middle.
I
Okay.
was
Yeah.
in the middle seat.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, I saw it differently. Oh, then well,
I mean, we
Emily's-
did get in the car again, so we can swap seats if you want.
no, I was thinking when we
Comedic
did
effect.
the swirling back and forth, keeping balance stuff. Emily was trying to hang out against one window, and Mariko was pushing herself up against the other one so that we could keep the balance going.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then Henrietta was trying to, help
I was
the
steering.
car. So I just had this image in my head of Emily basically behind Henrietta, trying to balance the thing, and then Henrietta was like, "Oh, I'm going that way." Sits down on Emily, letting go of the steering wheel, and then Mariko holding her. So in my head, Emily, I'm actually gonna use because I did the image in my head.
Use a
But
Chronicle point.
yes, so Emily is trying her best, her damnedest, to crawl out that window, taking inspiration from Henrietta. But with Mariko holding Henrietta down against the seat, and Emily being under Henrietta, that's not happening. But she's trying.
She's trying. Okay.
Mariko's like, have both of you lost your minds?
Yeah.
They might have.
So
Sure.
Ian has
Zach
just quietly stepped out.
kind of steps out of the car gently,
Yep.
as
See you lads.
Sean does a sharp turn and brake to avoid
Keep him
killing
away
people.
from her.
Yeah,
and-
can Sean...
If you notice that okay, he steps off,
Yeah.
and there is some kerfuffle in the back seat.
Keep it down back there, otherwise I'll turn around and go home. Now, Ian!
Please turn around.
Yeah.
Sean is
Josh
going to
doesn't
reach...
have a very good dad voice.
Sho-
I'm sorry, Josh.
Sean reaches over and holds onto the built-in machine gun and would like to fire a line of bullets in front of Ian's feet. Just to try and snap him out of it.
Okay, I'll make. Okay, so
Yeah,
you're piloting a car.
I'm so ready to cop a bullet to the leg.
And you're gonna do okay. So
100% that's
let's
also-
start with the difficulty for driving a car without mowing down tons of people and Ian.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna ask the rest of the party what difficulty level should this be?
I I mean, I think it's funny, so 0.
I agree with Ardanna. Do it for the
This
bit.
is a situation in one of my games. I've said, hey, burn a hero point, and you do it. Because it's
I am
funny.
out of hero points, but if someone wants to donate one.
No, I want to get Kira Knightley, just personally.
If anyone in
Nothing
chat
bad's gonna
would
happen to me.
like to donate points for Josh, we kind of spend a little bit on this. For 4,000 points, you buy D4. However, that D4 would become an extra D20 for him to roll. But if anyone wants to buy inspiration, I would say that would equal a chronicle point. So if anyone in chat want to give that to Josh at this moment, that now would be the time.
If I could, I'd donate my remaining one because I like this idea.
If anyone in chat can afford it.
I know, I mean, Emily has one, I think.
I have one that I could donate if
I
Tony
mean,
allows.
I haven't used mine, so I still have to.
Well, why don't I say, someone do something, Mariko!
What we could do,
I'm Karen.
900. Okay.
What am I supposed to do?
Terrorist
Terrorist,
redeemed you an
okay.
extra die.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm already trying to stop
So-
Henrietta from leaping out of the moving car. What more do you want from me?
She's a fighter.
He's a fighter. Very well. Yeah, this is it. Sean imagines he's got to do this.
I'll allow this.
Okay.
Because Ceterius was very, very gentle. I'll make this a difficulty 3 piloting skill, okay?
Okay. Alright. I'll buy a dice.
Okay.
So that'll give you 4 total, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
The one that
on.
Terrorist bought.
You can do it.
I can do it. I very much can do it. That's 4 successes.
Nice.
It's a pair of 3s and a pair of 8s.
Yeah, and now I need
Two pair.
I need you to use either heavy weapons or ranged weapons, your choice, to not hit Ian.
Noted. Do I get a momentum from getting more than 4?
Oh,
more
absolutely.
than 3?
You can
Cool.
use that in the. You can.
I
you can
will
pull
just
that,
roll
and-
that straight over.
Okay.
Heavy weapons, ranged weapons.
Or ranged weapons.
I'm very good at ranged weapons, so yeah.
You know what I thought we'd be doing?
That's 3 successes.
So I was kind of hoping for a 20 here because critical failure could
Sorry.
have been kind of fun watching you
Shoot me.
mow down
Shoot
everyone
you.
else but Ian.
That right there is a 14, a 10, and a 4. And the number I needed is 14 because I'm good at guns and not much else.
You're pretty good at driving.
Well, I've been playing to my strengths all evening.
Okay, I beg to differ.
Hey, you would.
I threw up.
Mrs. Let me at 10
Then
me
big.
10 me to
Let
talk
me out of
Kira
the
Knightley.
car.
I'm going to call that round over. And
Uh-huh.
we're going to go into next round. Yeah. So
Great.
everyone that had a failed roll gets to try to resist this again.
Okay.
However, the difficulty has gone up for one.
Has Sean's shooting the gun in my direction done anything to help me?
I would say yes. So in your case, it would be the same. You still need a 4 successes.
Okay. Cool. I'm just straight up. I'm buying 3. I'm gonna
I
roll 5.
can't succeed this, can I?
I mean,
Yes, you can.
Keep in mind as well, you can spend chronicle
have-
points to automatically
Yeah,
get
you
ones.
can use your chronicle point.
Hear me out.
Okay, so back to chronicle point. If you buy 5 dice, so that you have 5 dice, you can then use your chronicle point to buy a 6 dice that shows the 1.
I was gonna say you don't get to say but after you're like, I can't succeed this, can I? And we go, yes you can, and you're like, but what if I chose not to? It's like, well then you're choosing not to. You can.
And then she would get a chronicle point.
I would get a chronicle.
it would be smart. I mean, it would be unhelpful, but it
like-
would be smart.
If you drag Mariko out of the car with you, she's going to be very upset.
Alright,
Tony, I'm
so what do I
imagining
need
the
to
car is at a
try to
stop at the
succeed?
moment.
Okay.
Okay.
How many dice do I need to roll to try? I need to roll 5, don't I?
Yes, let's sort Ian
Oh,
first.
of course. Yeah.
Okay. It was difficulty 4, right?
Yeah, so you need 4 success.
Cool. Okay. I got 3. I'm gonna burn my last chronicle point to make it 4.
Hell yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Yep. So you snap out of it, and the car is standing still thanks to Sean. So you can just step right back in again.
Yeah, as I think there's like as the bullets whip past, I think almost a what is it like? What's the word I'm looking for here? I guess kind of like almost like he becomes a different person briefly. They were already in a fight, obviously, but having attacks leveled at him, I think triggers like a kind of change in mindset, sort of soldier-wise. He suddenly realizes he's under attack, looks around, and I think as he looks back towards it, starts to question why he was walking away from the car, and then as he looks back and sees what's actually there, will just sort of swear under his breath and jump back in the car and wheel the gun towards the thing.
Okay. I'm gonna let Mariko go before Henrietta, because Mariko, you have, if I don't recall, absolutely, I'm gonna check your character. I think you have something that you can use.
Ooh.
Personality is Struan Mariko.
Your hand, slap him across the face, it works.
This wouldn't
okay,
have anything to do with my ability to persuade people, would it?
It is. You are charismatic. However, that particular perk is not. It's not going to work this time.
Boo.
However, I'm pretty sure you can use persuade or command, your choice, to actually help her snap out of it. But you will need to succeed by a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
For this scenario, for this particular scene, I'm going to allow you to use this. Usually there's a command-specific perk that would allow you to do that. I don't know why you don't have that. It's one of those that you should have had, which is bad planning on my part. But I'm going to allow you to do that for this particular scene.
So what do I have to roll?
Personality persuasion or personality command. I would use persuade because you have focus in it.
Yeah, I've got expertise and focus.
Expertise just adds.
I'm really hearing
Come on,
the
Karen.
Edna mode. Pull yourself together.
Oh.
Is that a 20?
That's a 13 and a 20.
Oh. So you
didn't buy any dice?
Complication.
You should go, Jess. Henrietta. Go to her.
Now, for goodness sake.
Step out of the car! Stay if I can!
Complication occurs. Henrietta manages to land one bite.
I do.
Didn't you put something in the dice pool? In the momentum pool?
Yeah, something in the momentum pool?
Josh,
I used it immediately, I
I-
think. I think I used it immediately on the
Okay.
firing.
But you could use Karen. You can use the Chronicle point to re-roll all your dice.
Fuck it, I haven't used mine yet. So yeah, I'll re-roll both my dice.
Can I endorse
I can
buying
see
one?
you contemplating.
Sorry?
You have 2 Chronicle points, right, Karen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I haven't used either of them.
Yeah, listen to me. Before you roll. Oh, okay.
I haven't looked yet.
You could have. Yeah, you could buy another dice that's showing a 1.
If you have focus in it, that'll count for 2.
She does. She does.
So you get 2
That
successes
dice will
automatically with your other
generate
point.
2 successes.
So I can do that instead of rolling again?
No, I
Yeah,
said
do both.
On top of
you need to
rolling.
do both.
Okay. Cool. Yes, I will burn both my
by the
chronicle
ru-
points.
If you're going by the rules, you can only use 1 Chronicle point per action. However, this is a scenario, one-shot scenario. I will allow you to use both.
Hell
Okay. Cool. I will look at my dice. I got a 4 and a 5, so that's 4 successes.
4 successes. Yeah.
Nice.
So for every 2 successes you have, you can lower Henrietta's difficulty by 1. So you can lower it by 2 in this case.
Hey.
So if I calculate that correct, Jess, you need a D4. You need 4 successes right now.
I'm just gonna roll 5 dice then, hey?
Okay.
Do you have any Chronicles?
I have 2.
Use one. Use one immediately. Do it before.
Yeah.
Why?
Buy
Then
a
you get
1.
automatically.
You buy. Okay. You buy dice up to 5 dice. Normally, and then use your Chronicle point to buy another dice that's showing a 1. So you basically have 6 dice.
But one of them's already
One
a
is an auto success.
Well, I can buy it. Can I buy it after?
Technically,
Hello?
I've allowed that in this one shot. Normally, in a campaign play,
Right.
you need to declare it before. But if you want to use it afterward, I will allow.
Might do it like that just in case I do somehow get 4 successes.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
I've dropped a dice.
Okay.
Okay.
Even
3 successes, so I will buy the dice.
okay. So that's 4 successes. You snap out of it.
2, a 7, and a 4, and then a
Nice.
14 and a 16.
That leaves Emily Spurs. Ardanna,
Yes.
you will need 5 success.
4.
No, 5. It went up 1.
Yeah. No, I went or,
Yeah.
not 4. I wasn't disagreeing.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm absolutely gonna burn my last Chronicle point on that,
yeah.
getting that
Yep.
one, and then I am buying 3 dice because my willpower is a little bit shite. I have a 7.
Oof. All right. Roll them bones.
luck. You can do it.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
Do you have any Chronicle points?
No, she just burned
No,
the
I
last
just
one.
You used
burned
it.
my last one.
Right, you did too. Never mind.
So I rolled a. I'm so sad. I rolled a 6, a 7, a 2, an 8, and a 10.
Ooh.
That's
So
a good
3
roll, but
So 4 successes.
4 out of the 5. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brutal.
Emily needs to learn from Sean how to drink from a flask.
Well, I'm still still considering that she is currently, still possibly under Henrietta. She's not going anywhere because there's no
Well.
way in all the heavens that she can move Henrietta with Marika on top of her. So just
Dax
gonna
on!
She's gonna
Zach,
make an
do you have any
attempt.
Chronicle points left?
Chronicles. Unfortunately, I had to burn my last one to succeed.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
if I'm correct, no one has any Chronicle points.
I
at
have
all.
one.
Oh, hey.
Okay, Henrietta.
Would you like
use
it?
her last one to. I will say this, for the good of the game, I will allow you to use the Chronicle points to use Marcus' persuasion on Henrietta to work on Emily.
Oh.
Ooh.
I stop biting Mariko.
That takes a whole Chronicle point.
2, really, but
And turn my attention to Emily. And I'll, help. I guess pin her down if that's going to be persuasion enough.
You don't. Yeah, we'll use Marco's persuasion on
yeah.
Emily's Spurs as well. So
Yeah.
So that will lower your difficulty, Ardanna, by 2.
Oh. Okay.
Henrietta just starts biting
Well,
Emily.
I guess it's a success.
Stop it!
Because okay. I only kill people for fun on Tuesdays. Today's Monday.
On Tuesdays.
Oh, spoken like a
Yeah,
true GM.
Yes.
On Tuesdays, we kill people.
Ian gets back in the car.
Thank you.
Josh
Guns the engine.
steps on the gas. Yes, and you arrive at the ship. And you can all see as Josh navigates through this sea of people and vehicles that either are going to ships other than the meteor, or are trying to get to this apparition in the middle of the spaceport. This huge and not so beautiful woman. And as you arrive at Meteor, you can see that some cranes have attached themselves to gear on her. But the personnel access parts are still where they're supposed to be. So, Henrietta, I need you to make a quick mechanical check, if you want to see determine if this ship is flyable at all.
Sorry, it's 1 a.m. here. I'm getting...
All good.
My brain's not working the best. That is a mechanics... What one?
Yes.
Mechanics or mechanics survival?
No, just mechanics.
No, just mechanics.
Oh, just mechanics. No, sorry, that's not underneath the thing. Cool. It is a signature. I'm gonna buy a dice. Just the one. Well, lost a dice. Go again. That is 2 successes. No. Nothing else.
Yeah, 2 successes is good. You are convinced that even though they've started to take things apart, you can still fly this into orbit.
We're gonna get...
Damn fucking right I can.
Wait, you can?
Guess who's driving now?
Probably not you. Because you are going to have to run around on the inside making sure shit don't blow up.
You're the engineer, right? You don't drive anyway.
I can drive this.
Yeah, she actually can.
It's my signature.
She's not pretty good at it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I should probably make sure that we don't, explode and tumble. So.
That was really my point. I wasn't saying you can't drive it, I was saying you shouldn't, because I don't know how to turn the engines on.
Good, so I don't have to prove myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was not a challenge, fuck.
Get on the ship.
I could use my willpower to be like, you need to stop it exploding.
Scenario.
And that's where we wrap it up.
The group enters the ship. You take off. We're not going to do any skill checks for that because we are probably going to be continuing this particular little scenario come this summer, and we're going to pick up right where we left off, but in orbit.
Hell yeah!
Actually,
so we talked a little bit in for the chat's amusement. We talked a little about explaining each character's motivation, and I want to start with Ian because he's kind of pivotal to this what's happening basically.
So I was intentionally acting in such a way that I was just trying not to react to Emily's presence, but he recognized Emily on sight. Effectively, some time ago, he was acting as, I believe, where is it? Yeah, so effectively, there was a betrothal gift that was being given from his clan, of the sort of, from Clan Maguire to a sort of, Clan Bruce, which is a different one. And this betrothal gift was stolen by Emily, during transit, and it was meant to seal a marriage between the two clans that would have effectively like stopped them sort of any sort of conflict or anything and allowed them to ally with each other properly. And so while he is probably pretty pissed off with Emily, he's not specifically looking to kill her or anything. He's looking to get the statue that she was asking around about back, because that was the betrothal gift that she stole. So he's trying to get the statue back so that he can then make the delivery to the other clan and seal the alliance.
And we're going to stop with Ian there. And Emily, we're going to go, because you're the second part of this, let's go with Emily. Who's not here anymore. Let's go
Sorry,
with
I was
Josh then.
muted.
Oh, okay.
I accidentally muted because I had a cough, but yes. Emily is a street rat, technically of the clan Bruce. Technically. And her reasoning was, well, if I steal something pricey, I can pay my way into the Freedom Brigades and get the hell out of here. So she stole the statue and then realized that, oh, fuck, I just stole something from a living tank. I'm out of here. I'm gonna get that thing back because otherwise he's going to kill me.
Yep. And let's go for Mariko, because you're kind of stuck in between this.
Yes, I have a vested interest in clans Maguire and Bruce not being buddies. Because I'm trying to buddy up with someone myself who has interests contradictory to them being friends. So I need to stop that because I am trying to create some sort of independence for myself. Basically, I've got a lot of people expecting things from me. And that is restrictive, and I'm like, I want to be my own person. So I'm trying to get some shit done to get myself my own kind of...
Yeah.
I want my own clan.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So I have actually been looking for a certain homeless person who has information about the Bruce Maguire alliance that I think will be useful to me.
Yep. And that brings us to Sean Porter.
Yeah. I'm a little. I'll be honest. I'm a little confused. But Sean basically is trying to lay low, is my understanding. He's just trying to drink his way into oblivion. But I think he was incorrect. Like, I think he was accused of the theft. And that drove him out of Clan Bruce. He is originally a member of Clan Bruce as well. And I think that he was sort of pushed out or ran away because everyone thought he'd done the theft when he had not.
That's partially correct. And he also is the current holder of the statuette. One of the things that I was going to tell you, if you failed your willpower save against the Nephirite casting a major spell, is you were going to have some flashbacks, but you decided that you absolutely did not want to fail in any way or form, so you didn't get that piece of information, and I'm going to tell you now. During your torture, there was a spell cast, and during that weird ceremony or whatever it was, you saw this little statuette that is about 15 centimeters tall, and you put it in your pocket, and then you forgot all about it. You, for some reason, have a memory of being dumped on the street, but in reality, you've managed to flee, and they have been chasing you, and tonight they found you.
Right, okay, so this whole thing is my fault.
Not really. They managed to find you, but, you didn't steal a damn thing from the beginning.
No.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, you have it at the moment, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't start it.
Yeah, I didn't start the fire.
And Henrietta is kind of an outsider to this particular scenario.
I just want to go to university.
Yeah. She has the means to get off the planet at a crucial point. That's her main function in this scenario.
I'm just
having a good time.
Chief engineer on the spaceship Meteor, and I've got like a 5-year contract or something, after which I'm gonna head to university. I can play the violin, and I have a lot of books.
So when I wrote this
I don't know what the fuck's going on with you guys.
there were 2 other characters that we haven't encountered. One was Emilian Moreau. He is born in the capital of Bauhaus on Venus, here on Heimberg. And he was part of the Doom Troopers, just like Ian Maguire.
Mm-hmm.
After an incident with a superior, Ian Maguire, Emilian Moreau has been discharged and is currently unemployed. This evening, Emilian has been at a club with friends, and on his way home, he comes an old friend. In this case, that particular friend was Hayden Feuerhelm, which I renamed to Henrietta Feuerhelm, who is on her way back to Heimberg Spaceport, where Hayden's ship is currently landed. Emilian hopes that maybe Hayden could give him some tips on the ships that need a security offer of some sort, maybe even Hayden's own ship, the Meteor. And we have other character, John Shepard IV, has set up a sort of unofficial embassy in the center of Heimberg, partly to help trade agreements between Bauhaus in general and the Romanov family in particular, and more partly to spy on Bauhaus space trade more or less in the open. And John Shepard IV is being supported by Port MacArthur Capital's capital on Venus. I mean, that sentence means it's...
Gotcha.
He meets up with Emilian and Henrietta at a bar, and he's the one that's been pouring drinks down Henrietta to get as much information about Meteor as he can. So if we had...
She's just been going on about how sexy the ship is.
Like the curves.
Didn't I put a picture up on the ship? Yeah, picture
I
number
have.
2. Yeah.
It is on the screen.
Yeah.
It is it's quite a pretty ship.
It is.
Ooh, it is a pretty ship.
Like, that is the love of her life, that ship, and that's all she gives a fuck about. So he's like, what about the interior workings? And she's just on this fucking rant about how fucking good this one little bit of equipment is. And he's like, no, I want to hear about all of it. And she's like, wait, listen.
So
you
that's everything from me.
Amazing. Thank you very
Lovely
much, Tony.
to have.
It was great.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of fun.
We've had such a good time.
One favorite moment from everybody, and then we will let Jess go to sleep. Guys, what did we do well this evening? What's our favorite bits? In no particular order.
Just thinking back.
Honestly?
I'm gonna say, go for it, Jess.
No, you go.
I was gonna give a favorite DM moment, actually.
Me too.
I really enjoyed just the constant keeping of pressure was really, really good. The pink mist is the purple mist is a really good device. But then just bullshit just happening was really interesting, really fun, really unpredictable. Like, there was nothing I could really plan for. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep swinging wild, man. I had a blast. And I love. Like, Sean didn't even know what the fuck was going on. Like, I love being a pivotal character who hadn't the faintest idea what's happening. I feel like
that's who Sean was.
Yeah.
This character.
It felt like he was Pacha in Emperor's New Groove. He's important but doesn't know why.
So I'm part of
Everyone get in the car! Pacha with a drinking problem.
I will give it a specific example, but generally I love it when people choose to fail. I love that as a device.
Yeah.
Do you get motion sickness? And Jess is like,
Yep.
oh, Henrietta, like, pukes. I think that's
100%.
really, it's a fun way to be able to kind of just
it's
enhance
meant
the
to help
character and
this-
play with the story. It's a cool device. I love that it's an option, and I love that people use it.
I do like that.
And you almost get rewarded for using it. Saying,
Yeah.
no, I fuck it up.
DM favorite moment, honestly. There was just something that really got me. about that little comment that you threw in there, like somewhere towards the end of like, yeah, you hear a noise from the back of the car, like the cop icicle. He's still out, like he's
Suited.
like we'd all forgotten about him pretty much, and you were like, oh yeah, that guy's dead. And like just that little bit of consistency for the bit of humor there.
Yeah, this is
amazing.
the second group that actually managed to kill both cops.
Yep.
Let's go.
Hey, we didn't kill that second guy. We saved his life until he fell out of the trunk.
Gravity
He should have
killed
held
him.
on.
Well, I would argue the people who turned him to a policicle killed him. We just didn't help as much as he probably would have liked. A bit.
No,
I don't think we made the
his
situation better.
ankles- I think his
Make it
ankles would
worse.
disagree.
Yeah.
What ankles? Point to it.
Exactly.
My favorite moment was Zack discarding his very powerful plasma carbine for his sword. I mean, that whole... I didn't expect him to do that much damage. Castigators can take a beating. I expected, okay, the group is maybe going to take a little bit of damage, three, 4 rounds, and then going to have him down. In the second round, that was fun.
This one dude with a claymore.
I really love that. And I could just imagine Ian just rushing in with the sword, shoving it through the head of this guy, and Emily just sitting below, and the sword just over her head. Okay, I stole from that guy, I'm dead.
There was a good line from Sean as well. It's like, they've upgraded the security.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
This entire session was phenomenal, and both sessions, and props to you for managing to actually have us make progress with the amount of detours we attempted to take. But for a specific moment, I really loved the mental image of Mariko sitting outside, just laying on the horn to try to get everyone to come out and leave. I think particularly following the other Scooby-Doo trope of just like the mist is encroaching, and instead of telling everyone the problem, just hitting us with like the guys, you're gonna want to see this.
No, you're so right. I'm changing my favorite moment because my brain's not on, and I forgot about this. So I'm changing my favorite moment to Zack saying that I am his ideal woman. I'm changing it forever. I've clipped it. I'm gonna hold that against him. For the
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I did enjoy
As
that
you
we
should.
both have a little thing for Keira Knightley.
I figured you'd probably read my because when Tony
I totally
asked initially,
forgotten there was a thing
I
about
put in
it.
chat immediately. Oh, so Keira Knightley, right?
If I could magically look like someone,
It'd be Keira Knightley. Yeah.
What's funny is Keira Knightley doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Same.
I'd get divorced, but I'd look like Keira Knightley.
I mean, I wouldn't ditch her. I wouldn't kick her out of bed, but
Exactly.
like, yeah, no, I like that ass. Any other favorite moments, or shall we go?
Squats?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is it.
I just overall Henrietta's backseat driving.
So good.
Normally, when people say they're backseat driving, they don't mean that
Literally.
in a physical sense.
Yeah.
They mean by nagging, not actually grabbing the wheel from behind the driver.
Oh, she was also nagging.
Technically, I would. In this car, there would be some barbs or a fence between the seats, so you couldn't reach. I mean,
Yeah, but it was crushed by a big ice cube. So I assume that two of the bars
that's
went
true.
like this, and
but
I'm
still,
in there.
I love the idea so much that I ignored it.
Two of the bars
absolutely.
split apart instead, and Henrietta's just in there, making it even more awkward.
Drunk people find a way.
That's
That
very
is
true.
very true.
I'm
Very
glad
true.
that it actually somehow added to one of your roles positively. I was like, I'll help in the worst way possible, but I'll help.
Yeah.
It's like I take the help action, I reach across and grab the wheel of the speeding car.
This is not helping.
I had a driving instructor do that when he thought I was too close to parked cars, and I let go of the wheel.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, you want to drive? I was like, why did you let go? Well, you're obviously driving.
Hey, you're the one who knows what they're doing. Aren't you a teacher?
Yeah.
Alrighty, we will go away from here now because we have been streaming for a gosh darn while. Guys, thank you so much for coming and playing with us. Thank you to our wonderful guests, Ardanna, the Lawwright, Zach and Jess, and the marvelous Guest DM Tony Karlstrom. Hearts in chat for Tony and our lovely guests. We will go away from here and raid somebody. So before we go, we need to find out who the heck we have all been this evening. Jess, who the heck are you?
I'm Jess. I was Henrietta, and maybe I'll be her again one day.
Hell yeah.
Fingers crossed. I had such a wonderful time. Thank you guys so much. I always love this
Had a
channel.
blast. Had a blast.
I love the vibes here.
It is good vibes.
Absolutely.
Zach, who the heck are
Yeah.
you, mate?
Hi, I'm Zach, Renegade Chicken. I do homebrew stuff sometimes, and also I'm around this channel every once in a while, whenever I get the chance. Please. That's everything.
Ardanna, who the heck are you?
Hello, I'm Ardanna or Joe or Oi, you there. If my players have any say in it, I am the GM and channel runner around these parts. And there's a cricket driving me insane. I thought my computer was breaking down, but nope, that's a cricket. I lost my train of thought, but I've been Emily Spurs. And if you want more insanity, check out my YouTube channel where me and Terrace pretend to be adults.
Sure. Believe that when I see it.
We
Splendid.
play bards, okay?
So you don't pretend to be adults.
Pretend.
Cool. Tony, who the heck are you?
I am a Swedish DM that sometimes guests GMs on Courses Cove. And I want to thank Josh for the opportunity. This has been really fun. And I hope I get to do it again sometime.
Oh, yeah. I understand May is looking very exciting. Cool. Splendid. Karen, who the heck are you? And what the heck is going on in Gaza?
Oh gosh, those are two very large questions that I will try to condense into appropriate bite-sized chunks of information. I'm Karen, the mother of bunnies. I'm a performer, a writer, an internet addict. There's social media things in chat. You can go check them out if you want to. Or you can listen to me on the D&D podcast, There Be Dragons. Or come back tomorrow night and watch me play Baldur's Gate 3. Because we had a fucking time last week. There were clowns. There was a fight. I found myself in the game. That was cool. Yeah, hopefully more shenanigans abound.
For clarity,
as far
she
as-
found a character named Karen.
Yes, there is an NPC in Baldur's Gate
Yes.
called Karen. She even has short blonde hair.
She's a doppelganger.
Yeah, it's too bad that she's a bit of a in the game because
Look, Astarion dealt with her. It's fine.
I love that she's also a zookeeper as well, given the number of animals in our house.
So many animals. And as far as Gaza goes, it's fucked up. You can go
fucked,
look up
right?
all the very depressing facts about what's going on over there if you would like to. But if you'd like to skip that and just do a little charity donation, the link in chat is for the Save the Children Gaza Emergency Appeal, specifically focusing on the 50% of Gaza's population that is under the age of 18. Or if you are feeling a little bit light in your purse at the moment, cost of living, we got it. Get it. You can sign the Gaza Crisis Petition, which is at the link specifically pressuring the Australian government to both send more aid and try and get a ceasefire happening ASAP.
Splendid, thank you very much. I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I paint minis and play Sean Porter very occasionally. But what I normally do is DM. We run a long, large, and complicated Humblewood world. And if you want to check out any episodes of that, or the previous episode of this one, if you want to see what happened before, you can check out our YouTube, where we have all the episodes you may have missed up there. We also have a Discord. The link is up for chat, up for that in chat as well. And if you want to see what I've been doing all evening, this boy. This is a not Saurus warrior. Definitely not a Saurus warrior. It's a 3D print I found, and it looks pretty good, Karen. The purple and green works very well. Cool.
He froze.
We did froze. Oh, did we? Never mind. Oh, son of a bitch. Alrighty, well.
The internet.
Yeah, the internet's dying. So, we will go away.
Hi, Josh.
There we go. Ahoy.
Are we back?
We're sort of back. We're going to raid before it all dies.
Karen, you didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, weird. Okay. Cool. Whatever. We're going to raid now, everybody. We're going to raid the Eldritch Scribe. Throw your favorite raid emotes up in chat. Tell Des, Raph, and the others where you came from. Show them the love like we always do. And we will see you same bat time, same bat channel, tomorrow evening for some more Baldur's Gate 3. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Whee!